Alrighty,
Hey,
we're in.
we're doing it.
Hello.
Hi.
You join us just after the end of the Sharks Storm game, which went about as well as I expected. Which
You predicted it was 40 to 10.
it was 30 to 6. I will take that in a week where my tipping has been absolute dog water. I will take it.
I haven't not been too bad with my tipping. I think I'm 5 from 7 now.
You've gone all right this week. I haven't.
I think I'm 5 from 7. Hopefully the Cowboys win so I can be 6 from 8.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This week has been stupid. I guess my main takeaway from the Storm game, Eli Katoa is really damn good at this football thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah. Just a little bit,
Just a little bit. But that's not what we're here for. We are
Yeah. The best personally anyone's ever seen.
up the tank bowl.
This is going to be
Titans Cowboys, man.
the worst game in history.
Yeah, I'm not particularly excited for this. This is not going to be good at all.
I was still in the sentence. Drop in.
He's always going, oh, they have no one else.
Oh, really? The killer there.
So in terms of like the team list updates just before kickoff for the Titans, not much really has changed. Jamin Jolliffe is starting now, and Mo Footaway is coming off the bench, and DeGroot is on the interchange now for some reason, and Brian Kelly is there.
And Mo Footaway is on the bench as well.
Brian Kelly is there because Lofty Khan Pereira dropped out. For the Cowboys, a few interesting changes. So earlier in the week, obviously, Bateman and Bailea. No, not Bailea.
Yeah.
It was,
Why would you even think?
it was Bateman and McLean, sorry. Bateman and McLean both got ruled out with lower leg injuries, I think,
Why is Bailey on the team?
because he's already injured. He's injured since a few weeks ago. So what's happened is now that Sam McIntyre is starting at prop alongside Griffin Neem. Ruben Cotter is now in the second row, and Harrison Edwards is the starting lock.
Swap them two around.
Caden Lars and Kai O'Donnell join the bench. So an interesting reshuffling that's had to happen here for the Cowboys.
Hopefully Tom McHale gets some minutes this week.
I'm just glad they didn't bring Tom Duffy on the bench.
Thank goodness for that.
I really don't know how this game is going to go, to be perfectly honest.
We never win at Seabus.
We never win at Seabus. I think I did tip the Titans.
Yeah.
I'm getting less and less confident the more I think about it, but I do not know whether the chemistry that was there at the beginning of the season with this particular spine and outside backs combination is still there.
Yeah. Because it's been a few weeks since that's happened.
Exactly. So I really don't know whether to believe in this team or not. We know what happened last time they played the Titans. It went pretty well for the Cowboys.
It was up here. Not
Yes.
at Seabus. We never win at Seabus.
Never win a Seabus.
We can never bring a win together. Last time we did was 2022.
When the team was actually half decent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how this game's gonna go. In terms of where I'm looking for the Cowboys to improve, just effort mostly.
Yeah.
I just want them to actually show some fight in this
I
game.
think you need to swap the halves around.
They've been named as Clifford as 6 and Dean as 7. I don't think that's how they're going to be playing.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be Clifford starting.
I really hope Harrison Edwards plays at second row. I hope they swap those two around as well.
I would not be surprised if what's going to happen is you're going to have Ruben Cotter playing in the middle and McIntyre is going to be the one doing the edge roll. I guess we'll see what happens when the game actually starts in about 10 minutes.
Yep.
So I guess we'll have to see how that goes.
I hope Rob Derby has a good game.
He typically does. I think Derby's been good.
The only one egregious game is the Panthers game.
Look, the concern I have is through the edges because the Cowboys outside backs are fairly slow and fairly defensively weak. And when you're going up against the likes of Sammy and Kelly and Fafita, that's concerning, especially when you have AJ Grimson flying around out back.
Why does Philip Sammy look like Micah Sevo?
He looks nothing like Micah Sevo.
Well, it's in the beginning of the year. Yeah, South is just not playing.
Is this? Oh, Ravalawa.
Micah.
Yeah. Micah Sevo, no.
City.
Super League or something? You're thinking Ravalawa from the Dragons.
He looks pretty good.
Yes.
I like the guy.
I didn't mind him. You can't drag a starting spot at the Souths who have the most injuries, so that's a little bit
I
concerning.
think we have literally the slowest player on the park. Murray Taulagi is so Look, being slow.
I disagree because Regan King will get us in this game.
And
He's slow. And Jamin Jolliffe is
where's Murray?
Yeah, but he at least has some speed because he's a winger. These guys are props. Talaki's not even the slowest on the Cowboys, I don't think. I reckon Harrison Edwards would be slower than he is. I don't know.
I'm happy for Caden Lars, though.
I'm happy McKaylee's still on the bench. I think he could do well as go up against Mo Fotuaika.
We're going to get stuffed over by the refs because it's Wyatt Raymond.
We're not going to get stuffed over by the refs. The refs don't care about either of these teams.
Wyatt Raymond, of course we are.
Both teams are going to be screwed over because the refs couldn't care less about either of these teams, I reckon. That's what's going to happen.
Talon Da Silva.
Talon Da Silva joining the Eels?
Right.
Wow. And breaking on Fox Sports. That
guys.
It doesn't particularly surprise me because they need a 9.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We signed it. We need one for next year.
They're going to get rid of money.
I hope they do too.
No, actually no. I said this, I think, halfway, in round 6 or something, when all of the news came out about all the Broncos people. They're going to sign Billy Walters, and we're going to have to deal with it.
I hope they sign Reed Marnie. Good.
I think it'll probably be Reed Marnie, but Billy Walters would just be funny. I know Dad hates Billy Walters.
Billy Walters is one.
Yeah. I guess we'll see come the off season who goes where.
He's leaving the Broncos because his dad's not coaching them anymore.
Selwyn Cobbo going to the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's news.
That's a fun one.
That's a fun one.
I'm happy the Cowboys didn't sign him.
Yeah.
Controversial opinion. I'm happy they avoided him because they need the money to sign some forwards.
And Reed Marnie.
Yes.
We have a bit of money though because
they can probably get Reed Marnie for cheap because now that Da Silva's at Parramatta, there aren't really many dummy half hungry teams anymore.
Yeah.
The Raiders, I suppose, although they've just got Jaden Brayley, plus they have Owen Patty and Tom Starling still there.
I would say the Eels, but
they're off the dummy half market now. There's really no one else unless maybe. No, Mitch Kenny's been too good there for too long. He's not going anywhere. Maybe South. Maybe. No, they've got Peter Mamazelis there as well that they have been blooding for some time.
We're the only one that really needs a hooker.
I mean, I guess Brisbane might. Reed Marnie at Brisbane. Oh, God. Him and Reece Walsh are the same team.
And Billy Walters up here. Flip me.
Yeah, if Marnie goes to the Broncos, Billy Walters is coming up here.
Yeah, if Marnie comes up here, then Billy Walters is probably going to go to the Bulldogs.
Before they I hope the Cowboys would try and inquire about maybe getting Jacob Little early because of all the Damien Cook stuff down there, but he's re-signed there now, so that dream is dead. There's not much. So I don't know. Maybe it is Xavier Karras and just pray. Because I'm kind of resigned to the fact that for the next couple of years the Cowboys are going to be a bad football team.
Yeah.
Because it is a rebuild now, which is incredibly disappointing. Because the window was what, 2 years? That's extremely frustrating. And now we're at this point where they're one win in front of the guys with the wooden spoon. I don't.
We're playing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
The Eels have a wooden spoon now.
Do they?
Yeah.
No, the Titans are still behind them on points, I think.
Well, no. I saw.
Yeah. Still a game behind everybody.
I thought the Eels were last. I think the Eels were. Oh, no. That's right. The ladder predictor, the Eels were in last.
Yes, you did that weird thing that somehow got the Cowboys in the 9th.
Well, I had the.
In terms of ladder movement, the Raiders are at the top now.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
The Warriors even know they had a bad
we'll go through this now. The Raiders are at the top. The Bulldogs. What a game.
Yeah.
What a game.
That was a good one.
Thursday night football, there's not much better.
Finn's in the top 8.
The Sharks are in 10th, and I'm starting to get quite concerned for them.
Yeah, because they're not going very well right now.
Their for and against is really poor, actually. Only plus 20.
We're only one win outside the top 8. Wait, no, we're not.
No, we're 2 wins outside.
But hang on, 1.5.
1.5.
1.5 because
Stupid
Panthers.
Yeah, well, it's helping the Panthers now, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's 4 teams on 18 points and they're on 19.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see how high Penrith can
Dolphins playing next round?
That is an excellent question, actually. I will find out momentarily. They might have the bye next week, actually. They do have the bye next week.
Okay, so they'll get another 2 points.
Thank goodness Melbourne won today, because I didn't want to have to deal with the Melbourne that just got
Exactly.
swept by Cronulla.
That was an angry.
Hopefully the Cowboys can pull an ambush. It won't happen, and we'll be there for when it doesn't happen.
Yeah, we'll be very depressed.
We'll be at that game, so that'll be
What if you
interesting.
watch the Wallabies Argentina up here?
You just want to watch it because Joe Suaalii is there.
Right?
You do not give a single hoot about rugby union.
Want to watch it. It looks fun.
You just like the ad because Joe Suaalii was shirtless in it.
No,
That's exactly right.
Lions ad anyway.
That's the same.
That was the Lions.
I don't know.
Okay.
Here we go.
Andrew Buck and Steve Roach.
Yeah, but we don't need to listen to them. You got us.
Yeah, we're better than them because
All mainstream commentary sucks anyway. You're only going to get
doesn't know how to pronounce a name to save his life.
honest opinions for the next 2 hours.
Yep.
There is nothing that is off limits.
There is no filter at all.
Not at all. This will be
I mean,
interesting.
we are technically Cowboys fans.
We are Cowboys fans, so we're biased, but like,
Go Tommy! As the Cowboys went out to see bus. Some kid there has a Holmes jersey. Oh,
running out.
I think Maya dropped his beanie.
Oh, Tom Starling running out with his beanie that stuck so far up on his head he looked like one of Santa's elves. That was funny. Alrighty.
Woohoo!
Here we go. That was completely unintentional.
Yeah, we did not script that at all.
No, literally all I'm looking for in this game is effort. That's all I want. If we can see effort, we know this team has the strike power to be good, but just need effort.
We just don't. We're just not. We're just not good.
Ruben Cody going around training up the troops
And
as the captain, co-captain.
Well, Titans getting ready in the sheds.
Yeah, well, they're boring.
Yeah, they're boring.
It's going to be really hard for the Cowboys being booed by all 5 of the Titans fans.
I know, right? It's insane. And there's going to be 3 Cowboys fans. There's going to be the emptiest stadium this round.
It's like when it's raining at Accor Stadium and there's like 5,000 people. It looks so poor.
Oh, everyone's up top.
Speaking of Accor, I hate the Bunnies.
From Mitchell,
I hate them being
bang.
on 6 wins and somehow being in second last. It frustrates me because they have more wins than the Eels, Tigers, Cowboys, and the same amount as the Dragons, who are above them. They need the buys to actually make it look like they're a competitive team.
They have 1 buy.
They have 1 buy. Who else has only had 1 buy? Is anybody else?
The Raiders.
Raiders have only had 1. The Dolphins have only had 1. Sharks and
I
Newcastle.
think the Raiders have only had 1. Yeah, they've only had 1. We've had 3, 1 or 2. Our one's in the last round.
Dolphins were back to their attacking best.
Recent matches, we've gone toe to toe. Cowboys, Titans, Cowboys, Titans, Cowboys.
I assume that's at Seabus.
Well, no, just recent.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right, because we did lose to them last year.
Yeah.
We've already beaten them this year, so that doesn't go well. I tipped the Titans. That doesn't mean I'll be happy when they win. If they win, I should say. If they win.
That's tough.
So here we go. AJ Brimson. Turncoat. Going to side back with Great Britain. Blue. Oh, wow, the Cowboys are kicking off again.
Might have a heart attack and die from that surprise.
I hoped you were going to save that at least a little bit later into this, because you can't say 8 times, "Hi, Wyatt, you stupid black and orange shirt."
I hate the rest shirt so much.
They don't look good, especially when they run around in the green screen that they use. It looks really bad. Here we go.
We like a white one, don't we?
We are underway. Here we go.
Kickoff was like 3 seconds
It's going to
ago.
be caught, and the first hit up is going to be taken by, is that Jamin Jolliffe?
Reagan Campbell-Gillard?
I think it's Jamin Jolliffe. And he's got 3 Cowboys at his own
We're
team.
going to be alternating between which team has the ball commentating.
They don't need to know that. They'll figure it out.
Okay.
That was a run by, I think, Philip Sammy. So, I mean, now Regan Campbell-Gillard runs into 3 Cowboys, and he just gets to his own 20, and he's forced onto his back on the 3rd. They move to the right now through Weaver. Weaver goes short to Randall, who's met by Neem and is flattened with help from Robson. Now only gains 5 meters there. This is a good defensive start for the Cowboys. Tino in the middle of the field now. And how dangerous he is. He's put down inside his own 30. Great first set for the Cowboys. The kick's going to be put downfield by Tom Weaver. Good first set.
And then Muzz catches it by the looks of it.
Yep, that's him.
He's pretty far away from the camera, so I couldn't really tell. And he's met by 4 Titans, and he still gets a few points contact meters.
Down 5 shy of halfway, so that's a good field position.
He goes to drink water. He's tackled there just before halfway.
Again, like 1 meter.
So,
Doing very, very well.
now it's with Labert over halfway. Yay. It took us 5 centuries.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. What do we got?
Robson over to Cotter, I think.
Yep.
It's Cotter.
That's him.
Give him Wedgie.
We go to the left side now.
McIntyre. That's McIntyre.
Yep, that's him.
I'm making sure that wasn't Wharton.
Drink water with the kick.
Meyer's gonna have to get up there.
No one's going after it. Meyer knocks it off.
Okay, he's not.
And it's fielded by Bruce. Down 8 out from his own line, close to the right sideline. So, not bad start. I'm just going to have to see if they can capitalize on the field position. There's a big shot there.
Griffin, name.
And Jojo Fafita runs into 4 Cowboys and gains nothing. Now, Sammy with a stronger run. Good post contact, gets over the 20 through a couple of the good Cowboys forwards there. Quick
Meyer definitely knocked it off.
now a run by Regan Campbell-Gillard, who gets on his front over his own 30 on the 3rd.
This is better from the side.
And a penalty. Pulling down too long, Reece Robson.
Reece!
He had a propensity for that this season. I think he's leading the league in terms
of... We just don't wear our away jersey anymore. When we're away, we wear our alternate jersey.
It's ugly.
And it's a curse, apparently.
Yeah, Robson's just holding the entire time. He pulled him down that second time is what gave it away. So that first penalty of the match goes the way of the Titans, and they start this set on halfway. To the left, Tino. Brimson, good ball movement.
Good by
Labert, who's on his preferred right side now, which is good. 6 again, infringement. Good run there from Jolliffe to the Cowboys 40. This is the first good attacking set the Titans have had. Let's see if they can make the most of it. Randall now through the middle of the field. Can't quite get out of the bootlaces tackle with Neem, but it's a quick play the ball. They go left side. It's Verrills. Finds Jolliffe again on the Cowboys 20 now on the 3rd. They go to the middle of the field through Tino. Tino goes out back to Weaver. Weaver short to Randall, who runs into Nanai and Dearden and is going to be stopped with the help of McIntyre at the 10 on the 4th. They're getting off. We're all good. They move left side. Campbell-Gillard. Campbell-Gillard to Foran. Foran short to Brimson. Brimson can't quite get the pass out to the winger. Labert's there, and so is Cotter to try and make the tackle. Breaks one. He gets the offload to Brian Kelly, who can't quite get out of the tackle with Labert.
Just 2 tackles in one play.
On the last, Weaver is going to put up the kick. It's going to fall at about the 10, where it's nothing by Chris Randall. The Cowboys survive.
Good.
There we go. They survived a goal line attack.
And they defended a penalty.
Progress.
And Muzz now in the middle of the field with the ball. Just gets tackled just past the 10. Drink water a dummy half. Gets the ball. Hands off to Derby. And gets almost to the 20. Just short.
It's been rough this game so far.
Robson short.
Go, Griff. Come on, Griff.
Griff just past, I reckon, the 25.
How long are they allowed to hold on, sir?
Sam, McIntyre.
Any meters? Come on, guys. What are you doing?
The 4th, and they're not even past the 40.
Griff's going to go for a 40-20. Doesn't have the angle.
That's bad.
It's fine.
This is a field position kick now.
Finds Brimson on one bounce.
And Labert got a good tackle there.
35 out from his own line. 4 in at dummy half. Finds Brian Kelly, who's going to take a hit up. He gets over to 40. When he's brought down by Edwards and Labert. Now finds Philip Sammy, who's tackled just sort of halfway by Edwards and McIntyre. Sorry, I nearly said back to Weaver. Weaver coming up border. Fafita. He gets to the Cowboys 40 on the 4th. 6 again. It was Purdue holding on too long now. Hit up by...
Was it not too often by Purdue?
No, we'll see it a lot now because he's bad. So now on the 1st, they're 35 out. They go right side to Weaver. Weaver dummies. Finds a gap behind Nanai. Breaks the tackle. Weaver needs support. He's not nobody, and it's a knock on against, I think, Randall again. Whoa, that's not good. That was far too easy. Where was Nanai going?
No, he's a man. John, no man.
He just absolutely got beaten for pace by Tom Weaver. And yeah, it's Chris Randall. I don't think Randall was ready for that.
No, he wasn't. He was just backing up in support.
Oh man, that's really not good signs.
I think he thought Weaver was going to take the tackle, but he didn't.
That's not good.
Yeah, ain't good.
So now it's a scrum. Cowboys feed.
We might become the worst team after this game if we lose.
They've got as bad
And,
defense and worse attack than the Titans. They are the worst team in the competition.
yeah. They'll be up to the 20.
Pretty close.
Robson, Potter, goes halfway through the 20 and the 30.
He gets so wasted on the edge, man.
Yeah. Robson dummy half again. Goes to
Hello.
rampaging Murray Talangi, who gets a few post-contact meters. That's not a bad one.
Over the 30.
Robson, short ball to Griff.
Go, Griff.
Griff gets over the 40. Not a bad run.
Come on.
Robson, short to McIntyre, to Clifford. Drinkwater.
Tackle.
Tackle.
Finds back. That's fine. You got him drinking. Come on. He got it. Go. Oh, just tackles him 8 meters out. There's got a break on the left. Come on. What do we do? Let's go! That's all the work of Scott Drinkwater.
Right through the middle.
Oh, good. Minded to stay hydrated.
Yes.
And Zach Laban, I think, scores his first try of the season. It might be.
Yeah, because he's injured. He was injured.
Yeah. That was good.
And that was bleeding.
Drinkwater and
Great tackle break.
bad miss by Brian Kelly. And he just finds the gaps.
Like a hot knife through butter as
You know what? Full credit to AJ Brimson because Drinkwater's not slow. I don't know why they went that way. They tried to go back through where the last play was. Well, that's not working.
It works out, but it wasn't the greatest last time.
They found Clifford. Clifford obviously saw something. It actually works fairly well. He obviously wanted to take on Kieran Foran.
Good try, though.
Yes. And then the big right foot step to beat Fermor. Labour goes in. Try's been confirmed.
You know what that step reminds me of? It's a juke, right?
Kind of.
Hammer throw.
No.
No, not hammer throw.
That is a disservice to Zach Labour.
No, the Labour around the flick dummy. That was funny. That was so funny.
I remember that. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
I assume Drinkwater kicks this. Okay, well, that's a good start. Yep, it is Drinkwater. He's about 20-ish meters in, and it is starting to sprinkle on the Gold Coast.
Right.
Terrain has there been this season. Drinkwater moves in, strikes out, hooks it straight through, nailed it. Cowboys up 6-0 after 9 minutes.
It's a good start.
That's a good start. Keep it going, guys. Okay, let me get this one. 4. Nope, 6, sorry. 6.
Looking at it again, Clifford, Labour, just good break through the back.
It's from Clifford to be that strong through the contact of 2 Titans and then get the ball to Labour. That's what we've been missing. His big body really, really helps.
And Todd, maybe start him more.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath.
And Titans kick off.
There
Brimson, I think.
you go. Feels like Clifford. Go, Griff. Wind up.
It's not a bad run. Above the 10, or over the 10. Above.
This is levitating. Around my Cotter over the 20.
20.
This is good. Let's see if they can get a good setup of points going. No, I'm better than you.
McIntyre goes just over the 30. Good run.
There we go.
Good pure contact meters there. Good setup for points. Robson
anyway.
goes to Mark.
He's taking just like hit ups in the middle of sets. Whoa! McIntyre's bleeding from what looks like the inside of his eye socket.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's not good at all. Edwards then.
Edwards just below. Just behind.
Figure out your prepositions. Here we go. Clifford
just one end to end over and
This is why I commentate. You can't speak properly. It's fielded by Philip Sammy, who runs into what's that? That's Cotter and Labour. And he stopped 25 out from his own line. Now they move to Brian Kelly. Kelly goes to Brimson. Brimson can't break out of the tackle of Tom Deasy. Good defense there. Gains nothing. Nanine was there as well. Foran goes right to Weaver. Weaver throws a dummy.
Everywhere.
Oh, good coverage there from Neem to stop him just over the 30 on the 3rd.
Good. This is good.
Down the middle of the field, it's going to be run by Alan Fitzgibbon.
Oh, I thought it was Fitzpatrick. I don't know why.
Is he 800 years old?
Yes.
There they go. Left side to
Tino.
Tino, who takes the hit up. He's going to be brought down.
Yes.
He's going to be brought down at halfway. Not a great set there from the Titans. Weaver's going to put the kick. Oh, it's a bad kick. I think it came off the side of his boot and it's fielded by Clifford, who's drilled.
Just over the 30, or into halfway.
And the rain is really starting to fall at Seabus now. And it's a penalty on the Cowboys.
Holding down, I would assume.
I think everybody was offside.
Okay. Let's see what the call is.
Was it deflected? Oh, he kicked the ground.
Oh,
He kicked the ground. I think it came off the side of his boot. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, it was a flop. Was the
flop?
Okay.
Exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's what a flop is.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Kick finds touch it.
Tackling.
Yeah, well, just past the 35 out from the top.
Very good kick. He's good at finding touch, Clifford.
He's a good attacking.
Purdue over to Din. Cut out ball to. Is that Harrison Edwards?
In the middle of the field, and he's monstered by Tino, but who wouldn't be?
Yeah, that's fair. Robson. Short ball.
Go
Griff.
Go Griff.
Gets a few punches on the back here. That's a good run. Robson, a dummy half again. Picks up the ball.
Dearden just broadside.
Clifford, Dearden. Meyer. That's a good run.
Go Jeremiah.
That's a good run.
He stopped at the 10.
He's good.
They're set up to go to the right.
Here we go. Robson. Dearden. McIntyre. Okay. Interesting.
Trying to lure away from where they're going.
Robson. Dearden.
Go. Get there. He touched it. That was brought out by Jojo Fafita. That should be a dropout, right?
Meyer, I think, pushed him into the ball.
How are they going to do it? How are they going to judge this? Everyone seems to be moving back for a dropout.
I think Jeremiah pushed him into the ball.
We'll have to see. No pushes yet.
He pushed him.
Oh, yeah, they might. Oh, no, they're going to call the dropout anyway.
Dropout, okay.
I'll take
he pushed it out.
Dearden. Ordering people around. They go short. It finds.
It was like in between the row of short and long. It just made the 20. So.
Derby just inside.
And Derby got monstered by Tino again. But
yeah. I'm trying to tire Tino out because the Titans do this and Derby tried to play the ball too quickly.
Boy.
Minutes. Converted opportunity. What's that?
They're saying he didn't.
Yeah, no, he definitely didn't get up to play that one. That's just a poor play there from Rob Derby.
Yeah.
This is what frustrates me about the Cowboys a lot this season, that they've always had these sorts of opportunities and they never converted them as the first tackle for Thermal gets driven back inside his own 20. They go right side now. Weaver throws the dummy, runs straight into the shoulders of Tom Dearden. He barely gains a meter.
Yeah.
Verrills now in the middle of the field. I assume it's Jamin Jolliffe taking the run there. Yep, he's brought down just inside his own 30. They move left to Tino, who cuts back towards the middle of the field, runs into Harrison Edwards, and is brought down just inside his own 40 on the 4th. Quick fly the ball. Verrills, left side, breaks a couple of tackles. Can't get out of the labor tackle. He's brought down on his side of halfway on the last. Kick's going to be put downfield by Tom Weaver.
Good kick, too.
Drinkwater's back there to field it.
Yeah, he's got a...
Here we go.
Yeah, Drinkwater.
Back to just the 20.
Just the 20. Good. That wasn't the greatest kick from the Titans, I will admit.
Yeah, well, they're playing second string.
Rob Derby, who just made the mistake, gets up. He plays the ball correctly. And there's Labor. That's Purdue. Wrong center. Sorry.
Right.
The same.
That was like his first run of the game. Go Robson.
Good run. Good run. Purdue in it, dummy half.
Ah, damn it! I have a sneaking suspicion that wasn't intended for Harrison Edwards, and Purdue tried to do too much. That's what Dearden is incensed. I don't think I've ever seen Dearden that angry.
Yeah, no, he's not usually that angry. That's a bad.
That's just poor. Come on, guys. Have we learned nothing? Pay attention. Come on. I get that it's raining, but like...
We don't play along the right.
Okay, well, they've got an overlap on that side now because there's no winger for the Titans and Talangi is still out there. Oh, well played by Clifford. Well played by Clifford to get up there. That's great.
Clifford jams in or moves that.
He didn't do that.
That Weaver.
Weaver. Kelly can't quite get out of the labour tackle.
That's pretty good.
Harrison Edwards is also there to help on the second. Furlong drops the ball.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank goodness we're playing the Titans.
Because the Titans are very bad. But you play the Titans every week.
Boy, am I happy we're playing the Titans.
Yeah. Because any other team
This game is bad.
Yeah, it's not.
Everything I hoped it would be. It's terrible.
Oh! Spoon ball coming out.
It's not a spoon ball because the Cowboys are too far up, but it's still a tame
If we win, does that mean we have a better attack than the Titans?
They need to score they need to score 3 more points than the Titans do in order for that to be the case.
Okay, I think we probably can do that.
So, let's see. Robson.
And we have one part offense, so that means we're going to be better than the Titans by the end of this game.
Hopefully.
Anyway, Mud takes the tackle. Robson is going half.
Go.
Tom did.
Perdue
cuts back in. He's over the 30 he's over the Titans 30. It's a good set so far. And still got a good set. McIntyre takes the run.
They're really running at Pino.
Gets a few post contact, not bad, almost up to the Titans 20. Robson, Dearden.
Drinkwater. Good tackle there.
Jojo Fafita.
Yeah, that was good.
Perdue going half.
Yeah, just take the run,
Griffin Neem gets over the 20 of the Titans.
Go right.
Robson, Dearden. It's a kick by Dearden.
Mars. It's not done by Alan Fitzgibbon. Yeah. Here we go.
First one against the Titans.
They've got another set inside the Titans.
It's really pouring.
It's really pouring. It's wet for most of this season.
There's a Cowboys fan. I saw him.
Yeah, that was all Alan Fitzgibbon. I don't think that hit.
I saw the only Cowboys fan with a hat and jacket.
Yeah, the knock on there is from Nanai as he tried to pick it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, very clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Fitzgibbon. I don't think Miles touched it.
Nice. So they
scrum feed. Cowboys scrum feed.
They should do that scrum play that they did with Clifford last year, where
against the Raiders,
stand back out to the side he played the ball from, and that's exactly what they do. And Perdue
can't find much in there.
Quite work.
I think the Titans were ready for that one.
I predicted that.
Yeah,
very good. Okay, so now
Robson long ball after Dearden. Now McIntyre steams through, gets over the 10 of the Titans. Fights in the tackle, should be a 6 again, but we'll go with it. Clifford, Dearden, Drinkwater.
Perdue. Mars!
Here we go, we're fighting some live.
That looked too slow for mine, but it works out.
Mother Tail looks absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, I don't know what he's done with it.
He has like blonde tips.
He's got, it's not quite frosted tips. It's quite an odd hairstyle.
It's like,
I'm telling you, they lose bets to do this. We saw that last night with Jim Tanaka.
The commentators even said he lost a challenge in training.
Look, it was just bad play from Alan Fitzgibbon on that wing because that play was far too slow. That should not have resulted in a try at all.
It resulted in a try for the Cowboys. We're all good with that.
I think it would have been Perdue holding him up just a touch. Let's have a look. So they go to Drinkwater. Yeah, he just holds up just enough to get Murray on the outside.
Yep. Good play.
Okay, now
slow but good.
Drinkwater from the sideline on his non-preferred side, which is going to miss this, and I'm just going to put this at 10 before I forget.
Oh, okay. I've had to do a lot of commentating, so
let's hope that it keeps. Although I don't know how many people actually want to hear you talk.
Oh, someone's going on with that.
That's cut out. I'm going to move this over here.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I wish we had like a Bluetooth keyboard for this for that.
That'll work. Yeah, okay. So I can just do that. Cool. It's kicking from this side. Okay, I like this.
Good choice, Todd. Well done.
Okay, Clifford.
Here we go.
Move in. Rocking.
He's rocking. Second ball.
Strong third. I kicked the ground. Nailed that, but he got it.
He got it.
I think he very clearly kicked the ground. You could see it because the ball was rotating forwards as it was flying, which off a tee is nigh on impossible.
Yeah.
That's impressive, but also bad.
You see that on drop kicks, though? The ball always rotates forward on drop kicks for no reason.
No, it doesn't.
I've seen that.
Hands do.
No.
Just because yours do doesn't mean everybody's does. So
I've seen them do that before.
20 minutes gone in the first half. Cowboys up 12-0. They're looking okay. It's at least something.
Murray Talani has the most tries of any Cowboy, ahead of Rob Derby, who has 8. Muzz has 10. Okay, McIntyre, first run of the new set.
I wouldn't hate that as soon as Tino. I wouldn't hate if as soon as Tino came off, they bring Cohen Hess on.
Or McHaley.
Or McHaley, or both. High from Jolliffe, surely. Yes! Yes. Good.
Yeah, absolutely kick the ground.
Look at it, it's rotating forward. It's like a knuckleball.
Yeah.
How did that have the distance? He's laughing about that. See, he'll be used to this because he grew up in, I think, Tully, which rains constantly. So he'll be used to playing in the wet. No one else will, although they should. The entire preseason was training in the wet. So we'll go with that.
Hello.
Oh, look out. We have an intruder.
We have an intruder!
Hey, move over. He's going to hop in.
Rob Man's here.
Cowboys are over halfway now. It's the run from Harrison Edwards. Neem.
I'm going to be wondering where you are.
Alrighty. Neem is brought down just shy of the Titans 40.
Yep.
Slow play the ball. Once McIntyre to Clifford, who turns Potter underneath, and he backs for a few meters.
Sounds like he's had a pretty good start to the game, Ruben.
He's been okay. I still think he's wasted on the edge, though, inside for McIntyre. There.
Because he was nice at lock, but Harrison Edwards is playing well.
Yeah, I don't know what the thing is.
Okay, Clifford up into the sky.
Here comes Derby.
Derby.
Okay, well, double knock on.
Brandon Ruben.
Second goal by Rob Derby.
Yeah,
Apparently played the ball either. So
That one was poor. I'm not going to blame this simply because it is bucketing right now.
yeah, torrential rain. Has there been a decent weekend of football where it hasn't rained?
I think so. It's always raining somewhere. It's a weird year.
Yeah.
It's not even raining up here right now, but it was.
It was sprinkling a little bit.
On the radio, seems like Clifford's had a pretty good start.
That's been good, yeah.
He kept ground on his conversion, that's why I rotated forward.
It was really strange.
It was from the sideline, so
Yeah, I don't know how it had the distance, to be perfectly honest. Now, as Weaver finds, I think that's Randall.
I didn't think it would, because rotating forward means drop fast.
here comes Mo.
Mo's on the field. I assume that means.
You know?
Tino's off, perhaps.
I thought I saw Tino's gorgeous hair. Yeah, he's
That's him. Okay, I wonder who's off. They're a long way from the field. They're lucky.
nice.
3-on-1 and
That's the last, and they're still inside their own 40. They go short side to foreign dummies. Can't get out of the tackle. Let's go. Yes. On your Ruben.
Nice job, Ruben.
Let us stand up.
Okay, don't take the ball.
Please.
Please.
Look, it's more forgivable because it's torrential, but
Yeah.
torrential.
let's be careful with it. That's all you got to do. Get up the other end. Like in this sort of weather, it's percentage football, right?
So I'm be putting up contested kicks for
AJ
wow.
Grimson. Grimson is absolutely
Pouring.
pouring out his
I felt
out of his. Well, he's McIntyre, I think, who has onion skin apparently. So
Yeah, it's Gavin Cooper.
Look, I think that's a fingernail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Derby's fingernails.
bleeding
you
immediately.
know, I think that's the Connor. There. Oh no, maybe he's already
Going.
He's already going. Maybe he does have onion skin. There's a song about that. So,
He is brilliant.
well, partially.
He's still dripping blood.
Oh, onion skin. Walking around. Anyway, that's an actual song.
He's looking to be in the Gladiator 3 movie, which isn't existent. That's him.
Drew Apollo joining Matty Johns on the couch.
He's fun.
After the game.
Apollo.
His team lost, however, which was sad.
Sad. Imagine.
Another one.
Imagine
Pretty comfortably in here.
3 from 7.
Here.
5 from 7. I'm going actually not bad.
My wife is 7 from 7. She just needs the Cowboys here to win. And at this point, what's happened?
Good job, Rob.
Oh dear, he's gonna have another penalty.
Oh, here comes the challenge. Here we go.
go.
So I assume that he's claiming that there's a strip. I didn't see anything.
I just didn't see anything.
He got it straight away. He was annoyed.
Yeah, well, it's probably because that's his third error of the match in 23 minutes. Let's
Yeah,
see.
it's gonna be another penalty game.
Harold is around the ball.
Barrels is
I
around
can't
it.
see. I don't think you can call that a strip. I think that's just a loose carry. I don't
He
think.
actually lost control of it there.
Yeah, it's come out.
Yeah, it has.
I don't think you can say it's a strip.
Oh, that's a strip. He's pulled it back.
Keeping an eye on the player reactions on the right side to see. Derby doesn't seem overly pleased.
He's only grabbed at the ball. He hasn't tried to tap
I think
her at all.
by the looks of that, it's an error. Yeah.
Ah,
Well, there goes the challenge.
Cool.
Derby's third error. of
This,
the game.
this is the ref's sign to make bias calls against the Cowboys because they can't challenge.
No.
Yes. That's what happens.
I did like one of the referee's excuses in the Melbourne Storm game where he just said, "I'm sorry, I missed that one. I'm not perfect."
This is true. We know that.
Not
We
ref-
don't need to
We're
tell
very far from it.
them.
We don't expect you to be perfect. We just expect you to be good.
Scrum play goes from Weaver to Mo in the middle of the field.
Admitted that should have been a penalty against the Storm player, I think.
No, against the Cronulla player.
Then they go left side to Kelly. Kelly throws the dummy, is met by Rob Derby. Good tackle there.
Yeah. What's Kelly wearing 22? Is he a late inclusion?
Yeah, I think Loffy got ruled out. That looked like a high tackle. Yep, there it is. Who was that?
Out there. Robson.
He's given away a lot of penalties this season. He's been very, very ill-disciplined.
Yeah.
Frustrating. That's just lazy.
He grabbed his nose. It didn't go anywhere near his nose.
Well, you have to milk it somehow, right? Look at all the empty seats at Seabus. Helen Hess is going to come on.
Yeah.
Please tell me that means Tino has come off. Please. I was hoping that
No, it's still there.
Flush's hair is still out of the field.
Okay. Mo now runs into McIntyre and Neem and
So this is the Cowboys' issue, right? They're ill-disciplined. A lot of their stuff is ill-disciplined.
this is true. Tino moves across field, finds Weaver.
Oh,
It's going to be, try saving tackle. Who was that? Marcus Maloney on Jojo Fafita saves a try.
That's might be ready. Okay.
Right on the dummy half. Long ball to Weaver.
There's going to be gaps everywhere.
No, and they managed to
Covered him
number
sufficiently. McIntyre, Neem, and Cotter all involved in
it fast.
middle of the field. They go left side to Foran. Foran throws the dummy. He's met by Cotter.
Nobody falls again.
Verrill. Short to Joel. I think he's short. I think they've held him up. He's short on the last. He's inches away. Verrills goes out back right side to Weaver. Weaver puts the grabber kick in. It's going to run out. And out to the 20 we go.
And they've got to play around. What are they doing? They can't do it fast now because what do they say?
Are they going a drop it? Is it? Oh,
Then touch it.
What happened here? Okay, so it's the kick from Weaver.
Nobody's touching it here.
Going.
Bang.
Oh, it hit Drinkwater's
He did
hand.
not play at it. He did not play at it.
Playing it, but still touched
Yeah,
it.
funny. There we go. Good call, ref.
Bloody hell.
Finally, the bunker did something.
Yeah, see, but that kills all the momentum.
That's what I was annoyed at.
Off a quick tap.
That's what I was annoyed at because they could have got a quick tap.
Something the Cowboys.
Yeah, they're just incompetent in general. Now it's going to be a run from Derby, who gets over the 30.
Not a bad run, actually. He almost broke some
Play
tackles.
the ball properly, Derby. Thank you.
Thank goodness for that.
Cohen Hess is on.
Yeah!
Hess is on. I think that means that McIntyre's off because Neem is still out there.
Yep.
Oh no.
There's a Kiwi, absolutely white
There's
hair.
McIntyre.
Edwards must be.
Edwards come off. I imagine that means McIntyre's playing 13 now. Robson! What are you doing?
This is wet weather football. You tool.
He is having a shocker.
Hold on. The ball. Play percentage footy.
Just absurd. He's been playing percentage football the entire time. Yeah, he's just looking to offload.
Yeah, it was bumped out by Firma, but at that point, if you're holding on to it properly, that doesn't happen. Yeah.
Come on, Reese. Why are we trying to do low-risk offloads like that?
So,
On
Mark,
the second tackle,
obviously, it's the brain cancer round, so Mark Hughes is doing
what a great call.
It's very good, and so many people get on board. It's really good.
And nail it, yeah. So that's the run off. Jojo Fafita, who's brought down 5 short of halfway. Middle of the field. Chris Randall now runs into Hess and Neem and McIntyre, and he's brought down on.
Trying to throw a punch there.
I was trying to get his. The other guy was holding on to it. He was trying to get him off. Nice defense by the Cowboys.
Or this half.
Ball finds Kelly. Kelly, offload finds the ground. Thermal picks it up, loses a few meters. Nice.
Good defense.
It was a bad
Oh,
decision
they're
by
making the
Kelly,
tackle.
though.
Yeah, Kelly
Kelly should have offloaded that.
Sammy on the
on
last.
Yeah.
35 out. Foran's going to put up the chip kick.
The end over end.
Titans everywhere. Knocked back by. Oh, no, the ball's found the ground. It's found the Titans. That'll be 6 again. Verrills. That's Derby again. Out.
Everyone's over here.
Not everybody. Derby's now made 5 errors.
Shouldn't have any shot. Get up, Verrills.
That's the
Oh,
ball.
he's got a poke in the
He's
eye.
got a poke.
This is a 16. I actually don't know who that is. That's Cleese Haas, I think.
Cleese Haas.
Yeah, that's
Pass now.
Task.
We're down at the 11. And we're right side, middle.
That was forward.
Haas. Yep. Number 8. Forward from Tina to
No penalty offside.
Of course.
Why not?
Cowboys can't have any.
Verrill still. is
He's
slow.
got a poke.
I think he's copped a poke in the eye.
Yeah, they hurt though.
They do. They hurt like the
No.
Dickens.
Not pleasant when you can't see for a bit, or you're seeing doubles, and he's going to have to go off.
Yeah.
And they're calling it an HIA.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That was forceful, too. Jake Clifford being underneath and trying to re-grip, misses and hits him in the eye.
You know, it's not a high tackle, though. I mean, it's just an accident.
No.
And that happens.
Off he goes.
It's not an HIA, though. They should not get a free.
I wonder what they're going to do.
They should not get a free interchange for that.
They don't have a dummy. I imagine what's going to happen is they'll bring Isaac Fasumalawi on and Chris Randall will shift to dummy half, is my guess. That's what I think will probably
I
happen.
think Brinson might move up there, and somebody else might go into fullback.
Nah, they've got nothing else. Not really. Their bench doesn't have any. I know they bring on. I know there is.
I think there's
Mo takes a run. McKaylee's on the field. That's good.
He's also long tipped his hair.
They go.
What's he done?
Fake one play, go the other side.
Okay, right back.
Touch. Weaver trying to find a gap, runs into Robson, can't break through.
Bit of help from Hess.
On the second, Randall is in a dummy half. He goes out back to Isaac Fasumalawi, who runs into McKaylee and Hess. And then McIntyre helps around the legs length. 2 meters out, right next to the left upright. Randall. They go left side to Foran. Foran short to Fermor. Fermor's in. It was bound to happen eventually.
It's because the Cowboys keep making errors after errors after errors.
That's going to happen.
Dirty.
But Fermor, I guess, kind of is making an audition to rejoin Origin.
not that I think it's going to change much.
That's just ill discipline from the Cowboys and their inability to defend their own line consistently. That's just bad miss there from Clifford. Yikes! I don't know what he's trying to jersey grab Bo Fermor. That's not.
I think it was a good move by Fermor, actually, the big spin, which made it impossible. I mean, being wet, legs are always good.
It's nice. I don't know why people don't tackle the legs more. I get it's probably self-preservation, but like you're playing football. Self-preservation is kind of going out the window as soon as you sign a contract.
Fantasy. 3 quarters of 14. Did I say 14?
Not much.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
535.
Alright,
563 apparently.
and Dad's still beating me.
Probably 680 or
Oh,
something.
you're getting Colin's points, okay, I see.
Great, okay then.
I'm beating Caleb by 260.
At least,
Stop showing replays of this, for goodness sake.
at least it's improved from
Well,
500.
it's at Gold Coast. We're going to show the Gold Coast tries umpteen dozen times, so nobody likes the Cowboys.
Weaver moved in for the kit and
And they
lost it pretty easily. So after half an hour, it's Cowboys 12, Titans 6. And I'm not overly happy with how the Cowboys goal line defense has looked so far in this game. To be perfectly honest,
It looks pretty normal.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but it's still not good.
No, but the problem is they're making errors. They're compounding those errors with penalties, and that just gives too many sets of 6 near their line. So at some point they are going to crack. I don't care how bad the football team is that they're playing, right? Because that football team still has game breakers in it.
Yeah.
So
mean, when they have the ball, obviously, he's been pretty quiet so far, aside the one
line
rather
right
than
there,
to the labour try. Big contact on there. Mo is hit by Cotter, and he's stopped at his own 10 with the help of Sam McIntyre. It's going to be a run by, who's that one?
A 3 metre run by, is that Cleese
Yeah,
No,
no, that's
No.
still
That's
Sammy.
still a Sammy.
Middle of the field, Tino can't quite get out of the tackle of Hess. Good move there. On the third,
Help from Dearden and McKaylee.
Isaac for Malawi, and he's
Dragged down just over the 20.
over about 4 metres.
He's dropped the ball. No.
No, play on, foreign. Short to Kelly. Kelly goes to an unmarked Philip Sammy. He's going to be tackled by Clifford on his own 40 with help from Labert on the last.
Below the 40-20. Get over there, Drinky.
And from Weaver drills it down
Down the middle.
bounces a couple times, then Drinkwater picks it up, crosses the 20, steps inside and runs into Tino and Mo, which is not
Good line choice from Scott.
not conducive to good running, that is.
No, not really.
Caught 3 in these.
Very poor. Murray Talangi backs over the 30,
Makes 12 metres.
one there on the second. 8:36 left to go in the first half. Rob Derby now taking a run. Tries to push, stays on his feet.
Yeah, last 10 minutes possession.
Yeah, the Titans have had all the ball as of late. Run by Cullen. You're going to know he's going to wind up. He's
Pretty good defence, though, so...
Surely 6 again, sir. Nope, nothing. Turn underneath. It's Tom McKaylee now. He's still backing over the 40. Great run by Tom McKaylee.
His wide range at Townsville boys, so it's a bit of a problem.
On the last, it's put up by Clifford, caught by Sammy, met by Labor and O'Donnell, who's now on the field.
Oh, okay. Does that mean
I
he's off?
imagine that means Cotter is off. Yeah, Cotter's off.
No, he's still on.
Oh no, Cotter's still there. McIntyre must have come off.
Right.
That'd be my guess then. Yeah. Now they're making a tackle.
Muffling up in defence, that's good.
Line speed, guys.
Yeah.
Just inside the 20. Now it's going to be a run by Fitzgibbon. He runs into Dearden and Purdue. And gains not many metres.
About 3 or 4 metres.
That's towards the middle of the field. It is. It's hard to get over the 30.
That's a pretty good run by Cleese Haas.
Yeah. Just over the 30 on the
I
line.
know, everybody just caught up.
Back to Weaver. Puts the kick downfield.
Straight down the middle again.
Finds the grass again. Rolls towards Rob Derby.
Bounces up very pleasantly.
By Mo and Tino. He's stopped there.
Just behind the
Held on to for a fair length of time there. I don't know that they earned that, but anyway.
Labor doesn't get anywhere much. Again,
He runs into the
4
teeth
metres
of the
there.
defence. Yeah.
Drinkwater. Finds Talangi, who's been taking a lot of runs out of
Another 10, 11 metres for Talangi there. Very good.
You can end up on the most post-contact meters.
He's an origin thing as well, I imagine.
Bumps off Isaac. Stays on his feet and eventually brought down a couple of metres.
3 of them.
Drinkwater puts kicking behind, trying to find field position. It's going to roll. Oh, bounced up beautifully. It's knocked out by Fitzgibbon. Good kick from Drinkwater there.
Yeah.
That's good to see.
See, this is percentage football that they need to play.
However, needs to be more involved.
They're not 100% to get this ball back. We know
They
that.
got the last one back, but that's because it was a really bad kick. I don't think Alan Fitzgibbon needed to play at this, to be perfectly honest.
They're not bounced up, and I don't think
You reckon Purdy would have got there?
that was Labour, wasn't it? I know it was Purdy. Yeah, he's pretty quick.
There you go.
Go long.
Good.
Runs the dirt just inside the 40. He's on a Clifford. He's going to
Take him back.
He has to winds up.
I don't see those long dropouts anymore, and he's
He's
Driven back.
That's good defence.
He's pushed out to beyond the 40. That's good.
again.
defense there. That's going to be a run by Tom McKaylee. He winds up, tries to bump off Weaver.
Almost
That was good. Gains 10
10
metres.
metres, that's a good run. Anytime you get 10, it's good.
Very good. Nanai out of dummy half. Goes to the middle of the field through Dearden. They continue right to Cotter, who can't.
Cutter's been pretty strong.
He's still going.
Nice. Finds his front too. That's good.
It's up, plays the ball still
Robson
bit
out
slow.
to go left to Dearden. Dearden out back to Drinkwater. Hospital pass. Breaks out of the tackle of Weaver. Trying to find some space. He's dancing. Now he's running to the right side. Finds Clifford. Clifford goes to the dance. Nearly breaks through. That was good from Clifford. Quick play. The ball finds Robson. Robson dummying. Goes, it's knocked on by Ruben Cotter. They was on. Now, Brimson breaking a couple tackles, and eventually he's stopped by Cohen Hess, 11 metres out from his own line. Come on, guys. Ball security. Football 101.
Phil Payton must be pulling any of the hairs out of his beard right Got none left on the top of his head.
The Titans now 25 out on the second. Now it's going to be a run by Allen.
Well, I was right. It was breadbasket. He should have caught that.
All he needs to do, they just need to keep moving left. They have the overlap. Pino now taking a head up, runs into Robson and Kai O'Donnell, and he's going to stay on his feet but be stopped just beyond his own 40. Randall finds Brimson, who's going to take a head up on the last, tosses off.
Well, nearly tosses off. O'Donnell gets him again, so...
Now, finds Weaver, who's going to put the kick downfield. It's being chased by Fitzgibbon. Solid take there from Muzz.
Yeah,
Good job. Purdue.
Well, Purdue was in his way.
Quick, get to the papers. Purdue now taking a run. Steps inside, couldn't quite stay on his feet, but gained a few metres there. Did, and now finds Murray Talangi, who takes a hit up.
It's not makes him much more dangerous to Purdue because he's got more space.
He's a lot better a couple passes wide. I agree. Drinkwater out of dummy half now. Finds Rob Derby, who juggles it.
He's having a bad day with his hands, isn't he, Rob?
Furmore, just shy of the 40. And move right side now to Cotter. Cotter dummies to O'Donnell, decides to take it himself. He's met by gets to halfway. That's a good set.
Not a bad set considering.
Drinkwater.
Somebody's running through.
Facing is Clifford and falls over. And the offload finds Brian Kelly, but he's met by 3 Cowboys, and he's trapped on his own 20. Okay.
Not a bad result.
It's okay. Weaver goes left to Sammy.
Pass.
Good tackle there from Labour. And Haley was there to help as well. Now run going to be taken by both Furmore. He runs into Robson and Nanai. And he gets over his own 30. Cotter was there as well.
Cotter, yep, underneath.
Right side to Fasul Malawi. He goes short to Haas.
And he's
Stopped by Dearden and McKaylee on his own 40.
Bleeding,
Go Randall now out of dummy half. Finds a little bit of space. That's a good run. Runs over halfway on the last.
Goes the bomb.
That looks
No one's going to want to bar this. Drinkwater lets it bounce, and it's fielded by Ruben Cotter. Nice. Over the 22. Let go of him, Mo. Far out.
off.
Get off.
6 Argentina Max Ruben and Mo.
That's a good tackle there.
Well, nobody was really ready for
Thermal.
Right, top of Murray Talangi. Yeah, go back and play on the mark. Mud. Oh, no, it's not Mud. Is it?
That's good.
on the mark. Can you play now? Okay, there we go.
That's who he is. I'm talking about Rob Derby,
Don't drop the ball.
who doesn't lose meters and backs to gain a couple.
It seems to be the Cowboys' MO backing into the...
Kai O'Donnell now gets to the 40 on the 4th. There's less than 2 minutes left. This half has gone by pretty quick.
Bit of an arm wrestle at the moment.
And Connor now
With the rain is understandable.
docked a couple meters shy of halfway. Robson looking both ways.
You put up a
Goes
fun one.
middle of the field for Clifford. Clifford is just going to put boot to ball nice and high, kicking for field position. Caught by Sammy on his own 10.
Phil didn't look comfortable under it.
Runs into Dearden. He's brought down just shy of his own 20.
And crawls and
This
gets...
will be the last time the Titans have the ball. It's a run by
half, yeah. Robson with O'Donnell and McKaylee involved in the tackle.
the right side this time to Alan Fitzgibbon, who runs into Nanai and is pushed back but gets the offload away to Weaver. Weaver has space. Weaver has speed. He's brought down by who's that? Robson, just shy of halfway on the third. They have good attacking field position now. Mo finds Tino. They spread it left to Foran. Foran finds Furmore. Furmore cut out ball to Sammy, who was unmarked on the wing, but he's stopped by Derby. Good tackle there. 38 metres out. 40 seconds left. Kelly finds Foran. Now it's going to be a hit up by Tino. He runs into McKaylee and Hess. 30 metres out.
Okay.
And beyond, actually.
30 seconds to go in the half. Final play.
You reckon for the Titans, it's going to be a Hail Mary kick. They go Rob Derby's way. Derby catches it. Good job. Stays in the field of play. All right, that'll take us to halftime.
Yeah, we'll just bring it up at this point.
Nice. Run taken by Labour. They just need to hold on to the ball.
It doesn't actually matter at this stage if he's dropping in.
He's still in field. 6 seconds left. Time counting down. Drinkwater is just going to take the run and fall over. And that'll be the first half. Okay. Not a good game of football by any means.
The weather doesn't help, obviously, but
No, definitely not, but it's still low quality, which I expected. And I'm happy the Cowboys are in front, but I'm not overly impressed.
I'm not overjoyed.
They at least look like they're playing with a little bit of effort this week, and that's all I wanted to see.
yeah, but if you want to show any credentials, you want to beat the guys on the bottom by a lot, right? So
Well, it's actually worse for them right now. Well, technically, no.
no, actually better than them by 6.
Yeah, we are now.
Well, 3, because you said we have to beat them by 3, so
Yes.
we're better than by 3.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Oh, the silver move was mid-season. I didn't realize that it was
going to heels because
It's a good signing for them, actually.
Cowboys miss out on another hooker.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get Billy Walters, and you're going to like it.
I'm not going to like it. I'm going to hate it.
Come on, Reed Marty, come up here.
I never thought I'd root for the Cowboys to play a league.
Me neither. We need him more than Billy Walters.
I don't know, man.
We missed the chance. Cowboys missed a chance for Little. They've now missed a chance for Talon. They've got to miss the chance for Yeah, they missed
Brayley would have been a good one for them to get. They just don't want to sign anybody. Maybe no one wants to come up here.
Well, that's obviously a thing too.
Well, yeah, no one wants to live up here.
No, it's got nothing to do with wanting to not live up here. I mean, that's your problem. Townsville, there's a lot worse places than Townsville, including Sydney. So,
Only winning my head-to-head matchup by, what's that, 47. I've got Drinkwater and 47 points against Thermal and Randall. Yes. Thermal scoring a try doesn't help. Yeah, but so does he, so they cancel out.
I'm sitting on 665, that's terrible. And I only have 2
The
players.
500s.
I've got Hess and Purdue. So, would.
Can't believe Talis Duncan scored 96. Glad I picked him up, though. That was smart. But now I've got to trade Toby Couchman.
I'm going to go out for a little bit.
Alrighty, you go be bored.
Alright, I will.
Well, my tipping is going to be bad.
I might get
We're going to go 3 from 8.
Let me know when.
Why can't you just
Hopefully I'll get 4 from 8.
Yeah, you took the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You're a lot more optimistic than I am. Not that that's particularly high bar.
No, your optimism is about as high as like hell.
It's a limbo bar in hell. Yeah, just, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Where do the Cowboys currently sit on the live ladder? They'll be sitting
I'll still be in 12th. Behind St. George.
You are correct. They do not move at all.
Nope.
Hooray!
Woo! That's what they get for being bad.
Yeah.
12th. That's about where you had them in the
That's
preseason.
exactly where I had them. I got to get something right.
Yeah.
Look, for the jokes, I hope that the Warriors win the premiership this year, so my wooden spoon pick looks generationally bad. That would be the funniest thing that's ever happened to me, I reckon.
Well, I didn't tip them for the final either, so I can't.
Anybody did. Oh, look, it's the Telstra ad.
Wow.
I hate this ad so much.
No bones.
It's so much.
Make it a plasticine. Oh, you hear it at a live game. You hear it everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Telstra, you're not that good. Shut up.
Annoying.
Optus kicks your butt.
At least in the customer service.
Yeah, well, definitely. Well, they're going to because they get to control all the wires.
This is true.
So, they will not. Yes, customer service Optus kills Telstra. Telstra is awful. But yes, they do have all of them.
Are we getting concerned for Cronulla? I'm getting concerned for Cronulla.
I don't care about Cronulla.
I am.
Cronulla can go in the bag of worms. So
They have a record of 8-8
yes,
currently.
it's not very good for a team that's in the top 5.
Not anymore.
Oh, they're 10. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm now concerned because I tipped them for second. And you tipped them for
I
second
took them
as
for
well.
second. Yeah.
Well, the team that I tipped for first has still got a chance of making that.
I remember talking about it a couple of weeks ago when it was whoever they played before they played the Dragons. Or maybe it was even the first half of the Dragons game where I was thinking, yeah, the wheels finally fallen off. And they win that. But since then, I don't think they've done anything particularly spectacular.
They got done by the Broncos, even though they were partially reft out of that game.
Yeah, they've won one of their last 4.
Yeah, they won. They've lost 4 of their last 5. To put it on the negative side, they've done very poorly.
3, 4, 5. Yeah. And they play the Dolphins next week, and then the Roosters after that. So it's definitely not a cakewalk for them.
No.
All of a sudden, you're thinking, miss the 8. They're just lucky that the teams beneath them are really, really bad. Like, I feel like from about the Dragons down are all really poor teams, aside from the Rabbits. But that's
second last.
they don't deserve to be in second last because they have more wins than the Tigers and Eels, who are above them, and have the same amount of wins as the Cowboys and have a better for and against.
The Cowboys have a draw.
Now they have a draw above them, at least for the time being.
Souths aren't going good.
No.
They got pretty well fooled by it. That wasn't close.
I had thoughts about that first time.
Yeah, well, you would.
Not even in terms of me being biased. It's just
You were saying in the call that you thought that they were being refereed out of the game.
yes, I stand by that.
Well, Cronulla were refereed out of the game last week, but that was okay. So, because you tipped Brisbane.
Yeah,
It's a bit different when you tip the team.
true.
I guess if you tipped the Dolphins, you wouldn't have been saying that they were being repped out of it.
What else happened yesterday?
Oh, the Dragons beat the Eagles.
Yeah, that was
Right. Congratulations, Dragons.
You beat.
probably the wooden spoon favourites now because they're without both their half. Oh no, one of their halves.
Brown's back.
But they're still going to be without Moses for some time, so
Not good.
no. And we know how well they win without Moses.
Yeah.
So not at all.
Not at all.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pictures of Des in the dressing sheds trying to drum up his team. We've got Todd walking around having a chat with his team.
After it was the Harrison Edwards era, I think. I don't think I've ever seen Tom Dearden as mad as I did. Because he was incensed. He was really, really
That was
angry.
a good tackle.
Great tackle there from
I
Brown.
only heard it on the radio.
It was a really good tackle.
Then Clifford chose the right direction here and went bang.
It's almost never the right direction to go immediately back to where where the tackle was off the line break, but it worked because he's such a big body.
That was a good try. That was good ball movement for that.
It felt a bit slow for mine, but it still worked.
Fast enough to get past
Yeah.
the Titans, and that was just a little bit of sloppy defence there. I think that had a few sets on the line, and the Cowboys finally cracked.
Well, look, it's Dave. Hi, Dave.
Well, the Titans have had the Lions' share of possession.
Yeah, I think most of it completed better than the Cowboys.
Yeah.
How many missed tackles? But that's because no one's really moving the ball around much, I don't think.
Penalties 3-2 pretty close. Errors 5-6 pretty close.
It's not
It's all pretty close, and that's why the score is as close as it is.
not,
It's a poor game of football.
not a high quality game, which is exactly what I expected.
Although I at least
We're having 6 errors at half time.
I at least thought it would be bad in the way that it's bad to the point where it's funny, but this is just kind of boring, at least for now. The rain isn't helping.
It's not funny.
No, not like
Really, really dull. I don't know what these.
The commentators are probably trying to
Make it sound a lot better than it is.
It's not like the Tigers Manly game from a couple of nights ago. That game was truly horrendous. Yeah, fun times.
Well, if there's something we do know, excuse me, we go to bed earlier, I suppose. If there's something we do know, is that the Cowboys' second half is generally better than their first. This is true. So if that's the case, look for the Cowboys to bring it home. But they are at Seabus, which is not a happy hunting ground for them either.
Yeah.
So, a few things they have to overcome in order to actually win this game today. A bit of history. Although the Gold Coast have not played well this year.
No, not at all.
So
Have we had any not come on the field yet? Well, Hayden Lars hasn't come on yet. I don't know when they'll use him.
maybe if somebody dies. Well, not literally, but maybe he has to come off because they're like,
He's played the whole game. Cotter. Maybe he'll come on for Cotter and give him a spell in the second half. Maybe. Because he's playing in the second row, so it's not like it's an integral ball moving play. Yeah, he has returned.
yeah,
Just playing Land of the Dead.
Dave Hamilton, what's he saying?
He's saying the Cowboys are down on errors and possession. What's going on with that? That's how it's been the entire season.
Yeah.
That's the thing. This is no different to how the Cowboys have played the whole year. The only difference is now they're playing another bad team, so they're not losing by 30.
Because they've got another team who can't score points.
Yes.
So the Cowboys can't score points, the Gold Coast can't score points, and neither of them can stop points. So who knows where this game is going to go?
Second half could be anything. This could be the final score, or it could end up 30-26. That's how this game could go. I have no idea how.
Well, if one team decides they want to hold the ball for a bit, it could be a big win to somebody.
This is true.
Hopefully the boys from up north.
Yeah, if someone can learn how to hold on to the ball, I mean,
Derby can get rid of the errors from his game. That would be nice.
I'm expecting a lot of air traffic to go his way in the second half.
I'm thinking, he's had a few chances, Derby. I think there's a few people waiting in the wings to take his spot.
I
think Burns could come in and do the job.
I guess. I don't know.
Even Jackson Paulo at this point.
But I don't think you can do it next week.
Well, it's against Melbourne next week.
Exactly, because I don't
need somebody.
I don't want Braden Burns marking up on Xavier Cole.
No, you need somebody else who's obviously a good
aerial threat
there. And as long as it's not raining, it's probably okay.
It's been threatening the past week. I do wonder when it's going to break.
It's not next Saturday.
I hope it is, because rain really
yeah, I know.
So maybe that could be the only way the Cowboys end up winning this game.
Well, if you watch Melbourne today, if they play like that again, they're going to put 60 on them.
Apparently, we're more entertaining than watching the Titans play.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or not, because the Titans are really bad. Most entertaining part of them is just watching Des glow up, I think. It's kind of like Melbourne, but except Melbourne are a good team. I don't know. What are you staring at?
Well, it's half time at the moment, so
it's half time. So we're just rambling. Oh, ha ha, very funny.
Okay, so back to you.
Anyway.
And there's Dr. Direct.
No comments from the peanut gallery.
Okay, so what do the Cowboys need to do in order to make sure they get a win in this second half?
Follow the ball.
Okay.
That's the easy answer.
Yeah.
Actually, I think whichever team completes better in this second half is going to win. That's fully what I'm expecting. If the Titans hold on to the ball, they're going to win.
And when they were reviewing the entire game, they said a lot of pressure on both of these coaches.
Well, there are.
And the team. Remember, the coaches aren't the ones out there throwing the ball to the ground or missing tackles or giving penalties away that don't need to be given and all that jazz. Can you move over?
No, he's gone again.
Fair enough, that's not something the rest of the viewers need to hear.
Well, that's nice. Thank you, Dave. Still not a very high bar. We're not taking. I still think we're probably better commentary than the actual guys.
Well, I hope so.
It's still raining in the Gold Coast. We need to send a
Why don't we get stadiums that have a roof on them?
Yeah, but that takes away all the natural fun of like Brookvale and stuff when you have the Bermuda Triangle of wind.
No, not all of them. Just like some of them, like I don't know. Put it on Accor or something. They've got one in Melbourne. I mean, Marvel has a roof.
But they just need to never let the Bulldogs or the Rabbits play at those stadiums because the bombs from Burton and Mitchell would hit the roof. So, outside that, it's just, I don't know. I think I prefer the rain. I think it's more fun. It evens up the games.
I think if the Cowboys get a fair share of, well, they're down by 8% on the possession, right? If they get that possession evened up, they win the game.
Yeah. I think this entire game is kind of a reset for them. They are just playing, or at least trying to play fundamental football.
That's just annoying.
But they're not playing, really expansive. But I think it's partly because of the rain, partly because they just need to play solid football for the first time in a couple of months.
I'll be happy if they win ugly. I don't care. They just got to win.
They just need to win. Try and keep in touch with these teams that are jostling for the bottom half.
The top 8.
Yeah, Underway.
Look, I saw that the Cowboys kicked off again the first half. Which is normal.
They've chosen to do that, and teams like to kick off against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
We're going to take a
Run off the kickoff. Now McKaylee
takes a run.
Weaver. Looks like fight at the end. He's looking, trying to find some space. Dummies. He's going to take a run himself into Foreman.
Okay. Don't mind, because he is a good runner of football.
It's a run by Carmen Hess, who runs back into Furmore. He gets over the 40. He's being pushed by David Clifford.
Yep, as long as he doesn't touch the defender, that's okay.
Robson, they go short right side to O'Donnell now. He runs into four, and then it was high, surely.
Nope.
No. Middle of the field finds Drinkwater. Drinkwater goes out back to Dearden. Dearden out back to Talangi playing centre. Have they switched that? Purdue's on the wing now? You hate that if that's what's happened.
Maybe it's,
Drinkwater finds Dearden. It's going to be a short kick. Nano's chasing.
Purdue's also.
So is Clifford. Clifford jumps and takes it and then knocks it on. And then it's kicked by Hess and finds Foran and out finds Fitzgibbon on the right side, and he's going to be driven out.
But there won't be any advantage, so yeah, it'll go to a.
They're not celebrating, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a play the ball for the Titans.
They probably just should have tackled him in, because then they're way over on the far side.
But
Getting a scrum in the middle.
they probably would have gone back to play the ball anyway because they're in game advantage. They're not going to be taken by whoever that is. I don't know enough about the Titans.
I think that's
Randy White.
That's
That's Chris Hart. Yeah, you're right. This time it's taken forward by Philip Sammy, I think.
Yep, that's Sammy. He's been a stalwart for the Gold Coast for many years.
He's good. I like Philip Sammy. Is he on the Storm beforehand, I think?
No, I think he's always just been in the Gold Coast.
We're running forward now. Furmore is going to take the head up.
That's pretty good run, actually. Very good defence.
Clifford and
When you run to the halves or the centres when you're forward,
one taken by Brimson, who's lost whatever was on his head. I know it's
get up and play the ball.
taken by McKaylee. Bomb kick's going to be done by Weaver. Finds Murray Talangi. He's going to take it from his own 5.
Runs hard into the opposition.
Nice. Good job.
I think he's playing for an origin spot.
I think he is. One's on the sideline. What is happening? Everyone's on the sideline.
In this weather, that's dumb.
But anyway, that's effort. I think coaches should be on the sidelines regardless.
I guess they're not be on the sideline. And now he takes a very good run. 12 meters.
Gets to the 30.
Very, very
Robson
good
goes
run.
back to the middle of the field, bobbled by Cotter, eventually comes down with it, but doesn't gain much
That was
there.
bad.
Yeah, he held on. That's the most important part.
Kaylee's going to take a hit up now. Ooh, offloads. It's knocked on by Purdue.
See, they're not playing wet weather football.
Well, good to see the first half. The second half is going to be exactly the same as the first half.
Should be 24-12.
Hooray. That's just...
Really,
He should wrap that. Come on, Jackson. What are you doing? I guess you don't want to be playing in the centres, but you have to.
Yeah, well, if you keep playing that badly, they may just drop you, period.
Break the thing. Okay, they're set up to the left. They find Foran. Foran goes short to
Furthermore, who's taken well by
O'Donnell.
We're over the top. Cleese Haas.
Cleese Haas. Good run.
Again,
the feet by Clifford there.
second tackle in row.
30, middle of the field. They go right side to Weaver. Weaver out back to Brimson. Brimson runs out of space. Is eventually going to be brought down by Robson 20 metres out.
And I think the last couple of seconds there.
On the third, they go to Tino, who moves left to Foran. Foran to Furmore. Done. He's really good with his defensive decision making in the game so far.
He's a big body as well, which helps.
On the fourth, Verrills goes middle of the field to Foran. He drifts to the right, finds Weaver. Weaver out back to Brimson. Brimson throws the dummy. Good tackle there from Dearden. On the last. He was out. Weaver going to put up the chip.
Cross-field bomb.
Who's back there? It's Tino there. Knocked backwards by Derby. Fielded by Labor.
What are they saying? It's a knock? No. Offside.
Tino was offside.
I think Verrills just hurdled everybody. See him? Do you see how...
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Tino's just offside. It's pretty line ball, but must have got a call from the touch judge.
Verrills?
Must have got a call from the touch judge. Yeah, well, definitely knocked on.
Yeah. Look at barrels. You ready?
So the Cowboys would have had the ball regardless.
Tap taken from the 30 by Zach Labert. He's brought down by
about 36 metres.
nice. Robson, middle of the field. Clifford, now a run taken by Cohen Hess, and he's going to power over the 40. That's a good run.
With 3 people on. Yep.
Robson never done that again. Middle of the field, right side goes to Drinkwater.
Goes through the hands from Clifford and finds Kai O'Donnell. He's brought down just shy of half.
The wrestle there was really
He's not going to be taken by Tom McKaylee. He can't quite get out of the tackle of Haas. That's a great tackle.
yeah.
Feel it halfway. Left side, Drinkwater. Drinkwater to Dearden. Dearden throws the dummy. And he's thrown.
By Tom Dearden.
How good. That's an origin play if ever I've seen it.
Yeah, he's going to be alright.
How good.
He even had time to adjust his pants on the way through.
Yeah.
I noticed him do that.
That's funny. Full credit to Drinkwater because I would have thought that he would have pulled out as soon as Perdue was on the left.
Yeah.
But the coverage of the Titans backline there was really good. It's just a bad miss from whoever that was in the middle of the field. Randall, possibly. And Drinkwater just burns the rest of them with speed. That's really good.
Did the unit fix the thing?
No, he was not saw him fixing his dad.
Let's have a look. So yeah, it's Randall.
Yeah,
Pulled down there.
Let's see.
But he doesn't, he just keeps going.
He's not looking. Looking.
Got to be uncomfortable trying to run like that.
It can't be very, very good, can it?
I mean, because you can't take as long in strides because it's all the way down here. Your crotch is halfway down to your knees.
There we go.
That's good.
They got to congratulate Tommy because he
Now, let's see if they can put on actually something good in this second half. They need to get their point against
start, right? It's a good start.
last half.
It's a
To be fair, we're winning last time.
It's conversion from right in front, so we should go to 18-6.
It's just strong play from Dearden. This is what he's best at.
Yeah, he's a running back.
Doing this in the wet. I feel like his running game should be at its best and most.
He's very strong, right? Strong ball runner.
Dead in front. Cowboys up 18-6.
18-6.
Now good.
Keep the laptop up there or something.
I wish I had like a wireless keyboard so I could do it from over here. I might have to go get one at some point. It's a matter of whether I want that first or a microphone.
Yeah, well, the microphones aren't actually. I've seen a few. They're not that expensive, but
I'll figure that out.
We got like one of those like.
Okay, good start to the half by the Cowboys.
Yeah, hopefully.
Dearden's run for 109 metres now, which
That's
is good.
Drinkwater.
Sorry, Drinkwater.
Kickoff.
Yeah.
Finds said Drinkwater. Oh, juggled by Hess.
The big man having to be very, very careful there, but he does hold on to it.
I don't think he threw that on Mark.
Right side to O'Donnell. O'Donnell powering through.
That's a good run.
Bumps off.
The worst. He just doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not the best.
Ruben Cotter through the
Cotter with another 8-metre run, which is nice.
Back from their own line on the third.
That's pretty good.
Haley, he powers through. Haley
Over the
can't
half.
quite get the offload free, but he's at halfway.
He's had some good. He's had some good.
Left side.
plays.
Hess takes another hit up.
That was high.
Huge run. They're at the Titans 30 off the kickoff. What a strike. Right side to Clifford. Clifford puts up the kick. Derby's going to get underneath it, I think. No, it's knocked on by O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Well, positives are
That's a good
they're
shot.
trying to like get bombs, right?
That's a weird.
Oh, it wasn't Nene that knocked it down.
I think Myers like
That's a braid.
expanded his rat's tail.
It's a braid
It's
now.
not thicker.
What are we looking at?
No, I think they're just getting people ready to play. Yeah.
Wing.
Okay. Hit up taken by, I think that's
That's
Sammy.
Sammy. Oh,
Now it's going to be taken by Brian Kelly.
Good run by
There's a few tackles there.
Looking offload. Picked up by Ruben Cotter. It's in the middle of the field. That's running it to the left. Perdue trying to find space. Breaks out a one. He comes
Right,
back
no,
to
no.
seconds.
Yeah. Good, that's a 0, 22 metres out. Let's go.
come on.
Lambert in the middle of the field is going to take a hit up.
Don't drop it.
Trying to step in the wet.
Don't drop it.
He didn't step anywhere and just went forward.
Clifford turns O'Donnell back inside.
Pretty good run by O'Donnell there.
Cut by Regan Kemp Gillard. That is.
Gillard back on the field.
Watson, middle of the field, goes to Dearden, who turns
Head
back inside.
He's been big.
He's still on his feet. That's huge. Quick play the ball, surely.
Yeah.
Robson, they go right side to Dearden. Didn't. Cut out ball.
Oh, well,
Well,
yeah, very good.
On the fourth, they're 12 metres out, about 10 from the right touch
the
line.
greatest of passes.
Didn't. Just across field, left side of Drinkwater. Drinkwater puts it a grab kick in. Purdue's chasing. Try. I think that's the Now, what I think it's clearly knocked on by the Titans. It's as if the touch from the Titans hits Purdue and goes forward off him, is the question.
It was always travelling towards the Cowboys line, though, so that's what telling me right there.
Purdue didn't touch it first.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Let's have a look.
Well, this isn't really show it because it's pretty far away.
The speed from Purdue. I don't think Purdue gets a touch to that. I think it's all Nana.
Hands to his waist.
Let's have a look. Well, that's Melbus.
That's just
It's supposed to try celebration.
Yeah.
Well, if they're still there, maybe they think it's tried.
7 tries in 6 games.
He likes scoring against his Queensland rivals, doesn't he?
Yes. I'm glad he
He
does that.
scores well against the Broncos as well, generally.
Let's see. Is this going to stand? Now seems confident.
Yep, again, 7 tries in 6 games against
So
the
in
Cowboys.
10 minutes in the second half, the Cowboys have scored 1 try and
Possibly two.
let's see.
Here we go.
It hasn't been confirmed yet, which
The rule's on the side. No, that's
doesn't fit
not
Purdue.
No, I think it's all Kelly. Oh, sorry, all
Try to
Wait,
and it's on the good side for Jake Clifford. So I think it's probably good for them to go
yeah, the
or
ultimate.
one's on the good side for.
I think they should have been doing that the whole
I think
season.
all teams should think about doing things like that. If you're good for one side, yeah, personally pick that one.
Highest point scorer each season from now is going to be like 160 points.
Yes.
I think this Clifford is setting up. I can see the wrist. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so he's about halfway to the left touchline.
It's from the touch line before, so hopefully.
It's a really bad kick, but it worked.
It worked.
Clifford's been pretty good today. Moves in, rocking. Here we go. Moves in, strikes it.
Hey,
No,
He's not be strong, but I went down the black dot, and once it hit like the
I think he might have just
all right.
sliced it slightly off the tee, which will do that. But it wasn't far enough away for it to be an issue, and he kicks it so hard it doesn't actually matter. So
Exactly. That's just good. Good kick there from
excellent. Your thing at halftime saying
He needs to be more involved, and everything is happening around him.
Yeah,
He did. So,
And Dean,
yeah, him and Dean. Well, they are the linchpin for this Cowboys team.
in the attack, absolutely.
yeah. In defense, it's
Good
probably
to see
like,
now they get on the
yes.
scoreboard this time.
probably like Hess in defense, I would say. Maybe Tom as well in defense.
Okay, love. So he takes the hand off the kickoff, and it's good.
I'm going to 20.
What a big nice.
Let's go, Caden.
Well,
Looking
the coach says that Caden Lars just goes at 100 miles an hour all the time, which, like his dad was a massive individual, like huge.
Or halfway over the
From their own line on the
I'm
front.
third. See, that's where you want to be.
Now, the field, Cohen hesitates a run.
after points.
Nice.
He's got the 45 out, which is good.
Go. Robson and Donny Hunt. Middle of the field back to Drinkwater. Drinkwater
Takes the kick on the fourth.
It's going to be chased by, I think, Rob Derby. Oh, no, I think it was knocked on and fielded by, I think that's AJ Brimson, 12 metres out from his
So it was good kick.
I mean, look, they're back. This is where you're going to play them. Whether you keep it down the other team's end of the field.
Great bounce to the field. Yeah.
Get him on the wing, that's where you use him.
Yeah, I think
The third now.
Done that.
it's a good run.
Sammy, that's a good one.
He's very good.
Mo, who takes a hit.
That is a very good run. That's running 15 metres.
Who came off for Caden Lars? Oh, it was McKaylee, I think. Yeah.
That's still not bad though. We stopped them before. The Cowboys stopped them before halfway, which is
Water inside his own 10, brings it back, runs into 4, and
And he gets
he's brought down about 15 out from his own line in the middle of the field.
plays
Yeah, the dummy half. Can't break out of the tackle. Kennedy gains about 7.
It's all right. Outside the 20, you want to be outside the danger zone.
Now finds Zach Labert, who's met by Chris Randall, and gains still 6 hits. Yeah.
it was a solid
On
kick.
the third, they cross the 30. They find Jackson Purdue on
Who runs about
lose meters, which is good. It's all right.
Good one.
They're about 35 out from their own line. Kick finds Drinkwater, finds Clifford. Clifford pass. Oh, what? No, that's clean.
40-20.
Referee
40-20.
run by Clifford. Clifford now puts the kick downfield. Finds Dirt.
That's a very good kick.
Fielded by Fitzgibbon inside his own 10. He brings it back to the 20 where he's stopped by. Oh, he nearly lost it.
Almost
That's
the
a
opposite
bit
of
bad. He was trying to offload, but last time he tried to offload it was bad.
Tackle not made.
Man.
It's a good run from Sammy. He gets over the 30. Much white jersey grabbing there from the Cowboys. That's not a good up. And the left side to Fernmore.
That's more like it. That's better.
By Dirty and
Sammy has been the Gold Coast best quite comfortably.
Yeah.
Probably followed by like Tino or Moses.
Campbell Gillard taking a hit up now. It's off Robson.
Well, that's fair.
Halfway now on the fourth.
Yeah, this is a good set. Thanks for that Sammy run.
Brimson lost the ball out to an unmarked Philip Sammy, who's going to set sail for the corner. Good tackle there from Clifford. 25 out. And a dummy half. It's tapped by Foreign. Kelly has no one trying to defend him. The kick goes back. Oh, it's mumbled and in goal by Tom Dearden, and AJ Brimson falls on the ball. Come on, guys.
That's pretty awful. There was no energy to try and stop that.
What was that? Where is everyone getting back in defense?
No energy there.
Not good. It's a great tackle from Clifford to save Sammy scoring a try, but it's just
Joe probably would have got there anyway.
Cohen Hess very slow to get back into the line, and it's just
Yeah.
well, it's Dearden having the energy to get over there. He just can't handle the ball. Should have just tried to whack it out.
Yeah.
He's not a fullback though, so he's not used to that situation. Well, that's
Drinkwater.
frustrating. Yeah. Drinkwater was up getting ready for the run, right? There he is there. And Dearden just, spills his lollies, and Brimson scores the easiest try he will possibly ever score. Okay.
Well, what we've seen is the Cowboys are scoring most of their tries off good play.
Oh, great. Of course.
Brimson has his best try scorer record against the Cowboys, no surprise.
And the Titans are getting theirs off stupid ways.
Yeah, Weaver moves in.
He's got
Kicks it. 12. So they're definitely not out of this game.
No, well, this is the thing. No team is ever out till the final siren goes, pretty much, unless you're like playing the Dolphins.
forward.
It wasn't forward. It was just bad by Derby trying to go for the intercept.
Yeah.
Dive on the ball at that point, Derby.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be that.
I don't know. I do sometimes think the Cowboys' situational awareness is pretty poor.
I think that happens a lot.
Try
True.
Cowboys, Titans, Cowboys, Titans.
Okay, this is where it's going to end now. 24-12.
Cowboys, Titans. Oh,
Someone's got the headset on. I wonder who he's chatting to.
Wait,
Hopefully not Justin Morgan.
Mitch Dunn.
Probably chatting to his sports bet. Another $5 on the Cowboys.
Goes downfield. Kick is fielded by Brian Kelly, and the head-up's going to be taken by, I think, Jamin Jolliffe, who's back on the field for the Titans now. Tackled by Lars and Robson. Mo now runs into Nanai. That's better. They slow him down. He gets over the 20 on the second. Hess is there too. They go right side again, this time to Chris Randall.
That's a good run by Randall.
Yeah.
He makes 9 meters.
Pushed down by Hess. No penalty there.
No penalty.
Campbell Gillard out back to 4 and 2. Furmore beats one tackle. Still going. Offloads now. Finds Verrills to Brimson. We know Brimson has speed. Brimson not quite through. It's Jake Clifford again. He's everywhere. On the fourth, though. Off a line break. They go to the right side. Weaver finds Jojo Fafita, who's tackled 30 meters out from the Cowboys line. The Titans look alive now. Puts up the kick. Drinkwater's positioned under it. Jumps, takes it. He's brought down by... I think so. I know Alan Fitzgibbon and Regan Campbell-Gillard there. Now Murray Talangi.
Thanks to hard hitter.
This is particularly hard. He's just going to Oh no, Muzz clutching at his knee. Thermal's calling for the game to be stopped. That's not good. They play on. Derby now taking the header. Talangi really limping in back play though. On the third now to run by Leroy Lars.
His dad is just
Jaden Lars. Here we go.
Tom Leroy has come back into the game.
Cowboys held inside their own
very big kick here by Cliff. Oh, the Drinkwater.
Puts it up. It's going to be shielded at the Titans 30 by Philip Sammy. Where's Clifford in that situation? Fallen over. Ball down 5 short of his own halfway line on the first.
His own.
Yes,
That's still short of halfway on the second.
Thermal. He's brought down by O'Donnell.
Yep.
Warren finds Kelly, who moves across field, and finds Brimson. Brimson looking. Runs into Lars and Nanai and Robson. He's
stopped about 3 meters into the Cowboys' territory. 5 meters into the Cowboys' territory.
And Weaver moving across field finds that's Jojo Fafita, who runs into
down by Dearden.
35 out from the Cowboys line on the 4th. Verrills out of dummy half. Who's left?
Run.
That's a good tackle. That's a good tackle, actually.
Yes.
Forward with the bomb.
They come to the he jumps, takes it. Run.
Yep. By Fernal 3 meters out.
Drinkwater dummy half gives it to Layback, who is absolutely
catches it and stops before he hits the line, so he's pushed back a little bit.
So they're like 6 meters out from their own line here.
Oh, that pass, good tape from Talangi, who backs over the 10 and then offloads back to Lars, who accelerates.
Go, Gaten.
Can't quite get out of the field.
That was good, however. Yeah, got him out of danger.
Play the ball now. Robson out of dummy half. Can't really
Robson square.
like a tackle on the 4th. They're on their own 30. Drinkwater out of dummy half now. Come on. Nothing. Dearden's going to put the kick downfield. He finds Fitzgibbon inside his own 20. He brings it out past the 30. Can't get out of the Talangi tackle.
Tackle.
Just in the field, 35 out from his own line. The Titans are starting to win the field position battle now. As Fafita takes a run over the 40, he's stopped by Cotter and Lars. Now a run going to be taken by, I think that's Chris Randall. I think, or Jamin Jolliffe. No, there's Chris Randall. Now Verrills goes left side to Foran. Foran, way cut-out ball, finds Sammy on the bounce, who gets an offload inside to Brian Kelly. Kelly needs support, can't find it. He's tackled by Lars 30 meters out. I think a 6 again was signaled. Yep, ruck infringement. They get a full set. Campbell Gillard now. Back to the 20. They can't give them so much ball. Tino's back on the field for the Titans now. Foran finds Weaver. Weaver finds a gap. It's closed by Nanai. He's tackled 8 meters out from the Cowboys line. They're in a good position now. Verrills. They go short to Tino, who tries to back over the line. He's met by Cotter and Edwards. And he's stopped right in front of the goalposts. Verrills goes right side to Weaver. Weaver. Ball to Brimson. Brimson puts the grabber kick in. It's knocked out by Scott Drinkwater. That should be, in my opinion, okay, it's going to be a penalty that the Titans are offside. It should be a penalty for an intentional knock-on, but again, that's
the situation. It's trying to get it out of the field of play. So
the Cowboys have to defend yet another set inside their own red zone. And we know how well that usually turns out. Jolliffe takes the hit up. He's brought down 9 meters out. Lars and Cotter are there, Verrills. They go left, middle of the field to Weaver. They keep going through Foran. Foran goes short to Fermor. Huge tackle around the legs. That was Zach Labour. And Clifford was there too. Now they go back towards the middle of the field through Regan Campbell-Gillard, who winds up. He's stopped there by Lars in a huge tackle. Cotter is there as well. They go right to Weaver. Weaver, dummy in twice, runs into Dearden. He's stopped a meter out
from the Cowboys line.
Harrison Edwards is there on the 4th.
The dart from dummy half.
Yeah, Verrills. He does dart from dummy half, and they were ready for it. And it's there. Good job. This is the last now. Slow play the ball.
This is what the Cowboys
finds Regan Campbell-Gillard. Campbell-Gillard running in his basketballing the ball around. Campbell-Gillard offloads, knocked backwards by Fitzgibbon. It finds Fafita. Fafita goes to Randall. Randall looking, moving across. Left foot grubber finds.
Not play that.
It hit the legs of last, not play that. Instead, it's kicked forward by Tino, and Drinkwater spills the ball. Yet again, another set. The Cowboys are going to have to defend inside their own red zone.
Come on, boys.
Hold on to the ball. It can't be that difficult, right?
Don't score a goal from trying to pass it down.
What chewing gum brand do you reckon Todd Payton's sponsored by?
Extra.
I feel like it's probably
Really?
5.
That was a basic
Five.
kick
it's
out.
probably 5 gum, right?
Howard Fields.
As long as it's not Nicorette.
Let's go.
Ay, caramba.
Oh, they needed to get somebody in there really fast. That was nearly a scrum penalty. I think the Cowboys are trying to give one away.
Yep, yeah, and they just did. They did that intentionally, which a lot of teams seem to be doing now. Really like trying to defend scrum plays. It's interesting.
The fact is, they can actually call another scrum. That's part of one of the things, but one of the results that they can get from that. But they
Tino takes the run now. It's out right to 4 and 4. And the pass finds nobody.
Fielded by Brimson,
who just started jumping around like a jack in the box.
chucks and runs into Edwards and Nanai on the second. He's 15 metres out from the
Second
Cowboys.
tackle, so they could hold a bit longer.
Going to be taken by Damon Johnson, and Reece Robson was there as well. Middle of the field, they go right side to Tino. Tino out back to Weaver. Weaver, cut out ball to Fafita. Fafita breaks 1, 2, 3, Fafita, and he scores!
That is just terrible.
Dragons are right back in this game now. Oh dear. That is the kind of try you don't want to see the Cowboys conceding. Just one where they miss 8 tackles on the same guy. It's exactly what happened against the Tigers.
They missed 4 on Stafford Cole.
Jacob Fafita is no start at all.
Oh boy. That's just
bad.
Muzz. Really bad miss from Muzz. Worst miss there from, is that Purdue or Drinkwater? One of those two. It's just poor. I don't know what Murray was doing there. That's really bad. It's Dearden with the bad miss,
And
actually.
then he actually misses as well.
All the Origin boys not knowing how to tackle, and then Purdue was hiding nothing to stop him from there. We should be used to this, right? We're Cowboys fans. I mean, come on.
I've never said the game was over.
No, neither did I. I said the team that, what did I say? The team that completes better in the second half was going to win this game.
He's completing better at the moment.
I'm about to find out momentarily. Second half, it is the Titans who are completing better.
It's close. But, yeah.
Well, in the second half, they've completed 11 of 13. The Cowboys completed 9 of 11. So that is
Slightly better. They both made 2 errors,
Yeah.
but they've had the ball.
Weaver moves in from the right side, strikes it,
Down
dead
the
in the
middle.
middle. 24-18 now. Cowboys put the cue in the rack too early. They have a propensity to do this.
Titans still are having the most of the possession. And this is why
Well, because the Cowboys keep giving away errors and chicken ends and all of this.
and not defending their errors. And this is the problem.
It's just not good, man. It's incredibly frustrating.
That's the Gold Coast, guys. Come on.
This is
They're coming to us for a reason.
Well, this is 2 guys coaching for their jobs, is what I said in the lead up to this one. So
Which shows both teams are actually pretty nervous about the whole thing, which was why neither of them are actually playing very well.
kickoff.
Although I'm wondering whether the Cowboys actually care.
That's a good question, isn't it? Do it by Kelly.
He's not going to be taken by Jamie Jolliffe. He powers over the 20 and beyond 25. That's what happens when you have a centre defending him. Now a run by... high tackle from Robson, surely. Not Robson, Cotter. No, not called high. On the second now, Tino takes a run. He's brought down to the side of 40.
7 out on the third.
Barrels. Now we head up going to be taken by Regan Campbell Gillard.
44. That was a good
Better defensive tackle there. They go right side again. This time to Weaver inside to Brimson. Cotter fell off him, but got just enough that did him to finish the tackle. Good set here from the Titans. Weaver puts the kick up. There's Titans chasing it. It's caught by Rob Derby. Nice. Brought down by Kelly 20 metres out from the Cowboys line.
Really lucky not to give a penalty away in that rough interference.
Run there from Label. He gains 12. He's going to claim, I think, a high tackle. Gets up slowly. You can throw a blanket over the Cowboys right now. Rob Derby tries to take the hit up, and he's brought down just shy of his own 40. On the third, Robson. They go left. Halangi taking a hit up now. He runs into Randall and backs his way towards halfway.
Good run by Murray Talangi as normal.
On the fourth there, Robson. Now middle of the field, Griffin Neem, who's back on the field. He's lifted and gently put to sleep by Tino. They go left side. It's going to be Drinkwater with the kick. Nanai is going to try and get under it. He's not going to get there in time. Did he get him in the air? No.
Down in time, yeah.
So that's 12 metres out from the Titans line was Alan Fitzgibbon. Now the run going to be taken by the try scorer, Jojo Fafita, and he's met immediately by Harrison Edwards.
13 metres out.
Yeah.
Nice. Now a run going to be taken by, I think that's Philip Sammy.
It's the 20. Not a bad run.
Neem and O'Donnell involved there. Now Furmore takes a run. He goes straight back into the teeth of the Cowboys defence.
About 5 metres.
Tino drops the ball. Ball down. Okay,
That comes as a because of the Cowboys' good defence in that set. I think he was looking what he was going to do
before he had the ball.
Yeah.
Cowboys either hate the away jersey because it's ugly, or there's a curse on it or something.
I think how many away games have they actually worn the designated away jersey?
Once or twice.
Manly and then Brisbane.
Yeah.
The alternate jersey is much better.
Yeah.
This is true. Alrighty, so they're set up on the left hash, 28 metres out from the Titans line. Just
Talangi feeding the scrum.
Talangi feeding the scrum. Robson packs in the lock, finds Clifford, who gives it to O'Donnell in the middle of the field, and he's brought down by Tino, 25 out. They go left side to Dearden. Dearden out back to Drinkwater. Drinkwater finds Perdue. We know how good his ball playing is. He's brought down by Fafita.
So he held on to it, which is good.
Finds Dearden now. Set restart. Finds Cotter, who holds onto it. Tries to back out of the Tino tackle. He's brought down 5.
That's a good run by Cotter. He's been held on to quite a long time.
Put a little bit of a buffer in now. Dearden goes right to Clifford. Clifford can't break out of the tackle, so he offloads to Labor, who cuts back towards the middle of the field.
Which is probably a good idea.
He's stopped 8 metres out, dead centre on the second. They're set up both sides. They go right to Dearden. Right. Dearden goes out back to Clifford. Clifford cuts inside. Good tackle there. Was Brian Kelly. Now Derby finds Dearden again. Dearden goes short to Edwards. So puts a grabber kick in. There's no one there to chase it, so it's grounded by Bo Fermor, and that's a dropout.
Why kick it?
Because reasons.
Well, there should have been people back there for it. Bruceson was nowhere to be found.
So that's probably why, but there were no Cowboys alert to that.
Nobody there. It's a good kick. It's a very good kick.
Because it would have stopped in goal, I think.
Absolutely. It was definitely not going dead.
Fermor did the smart thing.
Yeah.
Now they'll go short.
They do go short to the left side. It
not going to find the 10.
Hasn't gone the 10. Yes,
it hasn't gone the 10. It's a result for the Cowboys.
There'll be a play the ball
penalty, but isn't anymore.
They play the ball 10 metres out, 10 in from the right touchline. That's where they set it. Laboured in a dummy half. Goes to McIntyre, who's back on the field.
McIntyre. I thought that was Caden Lars.
He's stopped 5 metres out. Surely, how long?
Forever, apparently.
They go left to Dearden. Dearden out back to Drinkwater. Drinkwater, there's no one near him, so he fires a long pass to Nanai, who dummies. Can't get out of the Weaver tackle. He's stopped 2 metres out.
Run in the end, but yes.
Drinkwater in a dummy half. Goes middle of the field, Dearden. Dearden goes to McIntyre, who turns Edwards back inside. They're trying to isolate Sam Verrills. There's
a bit of friendly fire between the two Titans there.
Yeah, that's what John was floating down there. That was far too easy for the Cowboys there. There we go. Now they've got a buffer. There's 8.5 minutes left. They're going to be up by at least 10.
God won't be happy, but he won't be angry.
The game's not over yet.
No.
I said this game could end up 30-26.
Could still do that. They should get to 30. I mean,
Tries immediately be confirmed.
well, there was nothing really.
It's good, a great head fake there from Robson.
And a good run by Drinkwater.
Drinkwater puts it into the second tier of C-Bus Super. Just goes straight through. There's not much resistance there for Scott Drinkwater. And it's the gap between Randall and Weaver that gets exposed there. I don't think Weaver came in enough.
Randall stayed near.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
do that on the field,
Please. Clifford will be kicking again because it is on the left side of the post.
And it's only just to the left, so we should have the Cowboys at 30 to 18 now. Is it too early to get a great goal
I think people are looking at this even
to make it 13?
It wasn't forward. At least I don't think.
Definitely
I think that's fine.
Yeah, definitely backwards.
They keep replaying it for no reason.
Well, because there's nothing happening and it was a good try. But probably... Actually, no, I'm not going to say
No.
that.
It goes some way to making it more comfortable for the Cowboys. It doesn't mean they win yet because there's still 8 minutes to go, 7 minutes to go. There's still
7:09 left in this game. Clifford, about 8 meters to the left of the post, strikes it, sends it straight through.
Well, I think it's bad because one over there.
30 to 18 now. Pod looks a little bit more relaxed. He's sitting down now.
That's indicative of being more relaxed.
Obviously.
Yep, that's a
Head fake.
That's
That's fine.
from Reece Robson.
Yeah. And well run by Drinkwater as well. So,
good kick.
okay, what's the short drop?
They're going to go short. They're going to go short and left. I reckon they're going to be looking to go to the Derby side and try and force an error. I reckon
We're going to the Derby side. I mean, if he's good, he's not going to be.
they go to that side, and it is knocked on by Rob Derby. Play on. Fielded gets the offload to Regan Campbell-Gillard. They immediately spread to the right side. It's Randall who takes a hit up into Griffin Neem and Harrison Edwards.
That's the
Sam
hero.
McIntyre was there too.
It's a good result for the Titans there.
Nailed that one. Jolliffe now takes a hit up to within 25 of the Cowboys, like middle of the field. They go left to Foran. Foran goes short to Fermor.
Well held by
Tackle there, Clifford.
Clifford again.
Clifford's there as well.
Yeah.
Verrills, now they go right to Foran. Foran shows it again.
Regan Campbell-Gillard
Gillard
taken
inside.
down by
Ruben Cotter there on a good tackle. Sam McIntyre's there to finish off. Verrills, they go left to Tino now. He dances, runs into Harrison Edwards. There's Clifford there again. That's his third straight tackle this set. On the fourth. There's 6 minutes left. If they're going to score, they need to do it now. It's Fermor. Runs into Drinkwater. He's stopped on the last.
the Cowboys just need to hold here.
Half a meter away from the line. Verrills goes out back to Foran. Foran's going to put up a kick. He comes down a couple of meters out. It's knocked back and then knocked on by Scott Drinkwater.
For goodness sake, Scott, at that point, kick it and run.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of trying to pick it up that low, I would have kicked
It
it.
looks pretty cold.
I would have kicked that one, and he would have been the only one chasing.
Yeah, we still won. Probably wouldn't.
And they're not. I suppose if there's anything, it's just well played there from Brimson, and then Scott Drinkwater trying to catch the knockback and just pushes it forward. So now,
27
27 left in the game. It needs to be this set, you think, for the Titans.
Yeah.
Verrills at the back of the scrum goes left to Foran. Foran turns Brimson back inside. He runs into Edwards and Cotter.
Conversely, if the Cowboys can hold here, that will go a long way for their confidence.
Exactly. He stopped 8 meters out. Verrills goes right side. Campbell-Gillard throws the dummy, runs into Griffin Neem and Reece Robson. He stopped 3 meters out. Verrills now. They go left side. Foran. Oh, he's hit early by Clifford. And now Brimson has the ball. He's dancing. Pushes away from Labour twice.
He's so awkward. He's such an awkward runner.
It's like Cameron Munster. 5 meters out. They go. Middle of the field.
Oh,
A bad pass. It finds Jamin Jolliffe, who's going to be tackled in the middle of the field by Cotter and Neem and Edwards. On the fourth. They're 11 meters out. They go right side to Weaver. Weaver shows again. Throws the ball out. It finds Fitzgibbon after going through the hands of Jojo Fafita, and he works his way back into the middle of the field.
It's the last.
Edwards and Neem on the last.
Get up.
They go. Left side. It finds Jolliffe. Then it finds Foran. Foreign goes out back to Brimson. Brimson finds Kelly. Kelly finds Sammy. They're in. Look out. Titans, 22-30. This is a huge kick by Tom Weaver. What did they say, 30-26?
The only way that works is if they score another one and they miss both conversions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Titans anyway.
I did tip the Titans, but I don't want them to win.
I know.
I'm not that petty.
Hold on, Cowboys. You wonder why we find this team hard to follow.
It's just frustrating, isn't it? This feels like one of those games where you learn absolutely nothing about either team. Because they're just like, they're both as bad as you already knew they were.
David Mead has the most tries in CBUS.
Well, David Mead probably has the most tries in Titans history.
Team stats, let's have a look at the errors.
Whereas Cowboys have made 15 to the Titans 8.
How are they even winning?
It's a good question, isn't it? Weaver. Here we go. Moves in. Strikes it.
Right
Down the middle.
Okay.
Titans 24, Cowboys 30.
This game finish coming up.
I wouldn't call this a grandstand finish. This is a nosebleeds finish.
Okay,
All
so,
5 Titans fans are somewhat optimistic. Hey, I have to cope with the Cowboys somehow losing this game, okay? Dearden looks at a loss for words right now. Foreign looks sturdy as ever. He's not injured, so that's at least
Oh,
something.
Payton's aggressively chewing his gum again.
Aggressive gum chewing.
Forward. You should be forward.
Steve Southern?
That was Glenn Hall.
I was Glenn Hall.
Someone's not even with them anymore.
He was. I thought he was part of the conditioning crew.
Pretty sure isn't. If he is, that's bad.
He's a forward. Clifford setting up the kick. There's all 3s left on the clock.
It's not the Richie Beno choo-choo-choo. It's the 3-3-3.
3 for 33.
Kickoff is away. It's going to be fielded in goal by Kelly.
He's going to take the header. And
Clifford
stopped on the 10.
And Edwards. He stopped 11 metres out from his own line.
3 more
Fights
meters.
forward.
Far out.
Now they find Jolliffe, who goes right to Weaver. Now he finds AJ Brimson. He's pushed back by Nanai and Dearden. That's good there. They gain nothing from that.
So they lose 2 meters, which is good.
You don't know them taken by whoever that is. They haven't used Jacob Alec Wenke in this game at all, I don't think.
They moved him.
Oh, no, that's right. They put Jalen DeGroot on the bench. I don't think he's been on the field either. They moved left side. Bourne. Look out. On the outside, but Clifford is there again. It's an offload for Furmore, though. He crosses the 30. And he's got hurt by Neem, but he gets over the 40. Oh, my Lord. On the head them down. No, Tino takes the run himself. Then he offloads to Kevin Gillard. He lobs the ball out to Weaver, and Weaver dances and is tackled on halfway by Andrew
To learn how to stop the offload.
on the last.
They're probably not going to.
Finds Foreign. Foreign tries to put up a spiral kick. It's a floater. Drinkwater's under it and catches it. That's huge. Drinkwater trying to find a little bit of a gap. He stopped it.
30. Okay, it's a good spot to be stopped.
Don't drop the ball.
Yes, I've just got to play a percentage.
Field goal.
From there, yep, they can make it off. Now, Clifford's got a big boot, but I don't think it's that big.
Derby.
Derby makes it to the 40, but the Gold Coast defence is picked up.
Yes, it has. Well, they need to, right? Griffin Neem now takes the hit up. He's into the Furmore.
Well, the Gold Coast will have one more go with the ball, one would
Have a
expect.
set. Robson. At a dummy half line. Harrison Edwards in the middle of the field. That's a strong run from Edwards. Right up front, too. They're going to get a quick play of the ball. They go right side. It's to Clifford. He puts up the bomb. Kind of. Not really. Oh, ball bounces. Was it touched?
It was touched, wasn't it? No? Yes.
There's going to be a challenge for the Titans, I assume. No, Kelly doesn't seem to want a challenge. I think Kelly has just definitively lost the game for the Titans.
Which is sad because I think he's probably won.
No,
Challenge.
Here we go.
well, let's see. Did he touch it?
Well, he doesn't look very
He
confident.
didn't seem very happy. You have to challenge out of sheer desperation. It's
It's all
all
the game down, yeah. All the ones.
ones now. On the top.
Nothing wrong with the kick. Except he was.
No, his foot was still on the ground. He timed that well.
Yeah.
It wasn't an attempt at a tackle. He was thrown him to the ground.
So the kick finds the dirt. Was it touched by Kelly?
I reckon it comes off his leg. I reckon it comes off his leg.
But it was not played at.
I assume they're not calling a penalty for the hit on Clifford because Clifford's laughing with Kieran Foran about it.
Sounds unsuccessful!
Yes!
Well, of course it came off. The Cowboys just controlled his step, and they should
That's a big
come away with the win.
What? Did they call the penalty for this? Seriously? He wrapped his arms.
I think it was off.
That's so
I think it was
soft.
off the
It
ground.
wasn't really an attempt at a tackle, though.
He made the tackling motion. Oh,
No,
no.
it's just to play the ball. It came off Kelly and went out.
Cowboys next 5. Storm, Dogs, Dolphins, Dragons, Sharks. Yikes.
The only beatable one there is probably the Dolphins.
Dragons.
Probably the Dragons, not the Dolphins. So they're playing.
Nanai takes a hit up into Weaver. He's stopped 5 meters away from the Titans' line.
Field
They're too
goal.
close to kick the field goal.
Talangi out of dummy half. Goes middle of the field to Dearden. Dearden goes short to Neem.
Kick a field goal.
He's really in any better position to take it. You don't want to give them the ball.
Well,
You miss.
the right side to Dearden.
Yeah,
Dearden
we can't
dummy.
kick field goals.
Can't find a gap, so he just takes the tackle. 5 meters out on the 4th. They go left side to Drinkwater. Drinkwater turns Murray Talangi back underneath, and he runs into Jolliffe and is pushed backwards by him and Randall to the 10.
You say, kick it out. Kick it out.
Just drill it into touch. Talangi taking his dear sweet time to play the ball. Robson just finds Nanai, and Nanai's just going to take the tackle. Okay,
Why not drill it into touch?
here we go.
4,
4, 3.
2,
They're going to get the playoff.
4.
Here we go. They spread it. It's freaking Kevin Giller. He's going to be caught in the in goal on the final play of the game, and the Cowboys win. Not very well, but we'll take it. Yikes.
That was a weird game. It was a bad game.
Look, the weather obviously had played a part, right?
50 points scored in this game.
Yeah, look, there was 50 points scored last night in a game as well, but it wasn't a good game. That was the Dragons Parramatta game almost.
It's just as
What
bad.
a mile
It's almost the
limping.
exact same game, isn't it?
He's got a mile limping.
He's always limping. He's kind of like Valentine Holmes in that sense. His like standard walking gait is not very stable.
Well, that's the end of that.
So, who do we think man of the match was for that one? I'm not willing to give it to anybody. I guess it's probably Drinkwater.
Yeah,
I don't know. He had so many errors, though.
Dearden, maybe?
Maybe it's Tom Dearden. He's probably deserving of it.
Jack Clifford.
He was good. I thought Clifford had a good game.
There's another eel.
I don't know, man. I don't feel good about anyone in this game, to be perfectly honest. Maybe the best player on the park was probably Philip Samming.
Well, he probably was, but they never give them man of the match. Well, they don't never, but it's very rare that the man of the match goes to the opposition team who lost.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of that.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of a round of football, or I finished with 3 tips correct.
I got 4.
I got 6!
Mum got all of them. Mum got 8. Great. Can't wait to not hear the end of that for the rest of eternity.
And how far up she's now in the
Oh, she's slugged
in the volley. In the volley competition, she'll be up to like 10th.
Going a perfect 8 for 8 is always impressive.
Yeah.
Well, it was quite easy to finish it. Right.
Yeah!
Well, thank you for listening, everybody. We hope we were entertaining enough for you to keep listening to.
I think we're at least we were better than Andrew Voss, I reckon.
I don't know.
You're the one that was calling the game.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Or don't.
If you want to just
Want to.
if you want to press the subscribe button.
See how the Cowboys completely screw up next week.
Yeah.
We'll be at that game.
We will be at that game.
So we might be able to stream.
Storm, right?
You actually have to behave as they're losing by 50. That sucks. I don't want to do that.
Watch them come out somehow.
I will lose my brain if they win next week.
Oh,
We will get to that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, thanks, guys. We will see you on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever that one ends up coming out.
Whenever we